Oh, I'm here, guys. I'm here. I see you commenting in the chat. I am here. Coffee is made.
Hey, me too. What's up, everybody? Good morning, y'all.
Hello. It's me. I'm here. Britt is here. The market is not here right now. The market is selling off this morning. Looking really red. Kospi index dumped overnight. Other markets dumped. Kospi index dropped 9.9%. Samsung and SK Hynix are down 12%. Gold is down pretty significantly. Gold is almost down to 4,000 again. Oil is sitting really basically flat on the day, right around 74s. But the NASDAQ is now under 30,000. And we're also getting news in the Middle East. Iran representatives, the top negotiator Galibaf, says conditions in the Strait of Hormuz will not return to the pre-war situation, according to reports. We also had other news that Iran representative in Geneva says the Strait of Hormuz is fully open to commercial ships and large amounts of oil have been transported through in recent days. But yeah, markets are scared. Yesterday, big tech dumped. We had some big drops. SpaceX is down under 160s. It's at 153s right now, although SpaceX is starting to rebound. But it's a scary, scary morning today, guys. It is red. Deep red this morning, dare I say. And hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are staying protected this morning. Let me say hello to everybody here. But yeah, look at the NASDAQ, guys. The NASDAQ is down.
Where are you reading the NASDAQ at?
NASDAQ at 29,839 right now. 29,839. 836 now. Hit lows of 29,750s this morning down here. So it's looking a little scary this morning. What's up, Ava, George, Proxy, Steve? Good morning, CJ, Old Hack, Rooftop, Jonathan, Alex, Arcane, Dave, Gamer, Deckers, Brian, Lucas, Rooftop. Did I say Rooftop? Sklee. Every time I hear Sklee, I think of Hook. But I think it's Smee. I think it's Smee. Yeah. Good news. What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning. Pew. Hello. Why is everything red? Oil down. No war. What's up? I don't know, man. Big tech fears. DW. Good morning. Good morning. Grundy. Hello. They're trying to bury all the people's call options. Maybe, bro. Maybe. Ace. Hello. Zeke. Good morning. Heavy Duty. Good morning. Max. Hello, sir. Vegas. Bobby. Fate. Jesse. Rambling. Set. Ray Sapphire. Good morning, bro. Lee. Help me, John. I'm losing my pants. Dude, find your pants, brother. Find your pants, dude. Lewis. Hey, good morning, dude. And everybody else is here. Jen, Elsway, John, Diamond Hands, Reed, Eric, and everybody else. Ryan. Nice fireplace. Thank you, sir. Bobby. Hello. All right, guys. We're here. Spacex 75. Come on. Maybe, bro. Maybe. J Violet. Hello. Easy Doodle Fun. What's up?
What's up, everybody?
Futures for the S&P fell 1.5%. Yeah, stocks are down today, man. This all started yesterday, if we're looking at it. Google dropped 5% on Monday because of a 1-2 punch. They lost Noam Shazir, the co-lead of Gemini, and the guy who also co-wrote the foundational paper of modern AI to OpenAI. They lost John Jumper, a Nobel laureate. Dare I say he jumped to another company at DeepMind. Both within days. That's on top of 190 billion in AI capex this year, 85 billion equity raise that diluted shareholders, and more today. And yeah, this is honestly what sparked this yesterday. Kospi, Samsung, Hynix, 12% down. Micron earnings are tomorrow, I believe. So Micron earnings are tomorrow, but this is a tech wreck today. A tech wreck. Doesn't look good, guys. Doesn't look good. Do you guys think we reversed? Go ahead, Britt. Sorry, I keep talking.
No, it's cool. I just didn't realize they had a Nobel laureate working for him. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, it's
Plus
Google.
they lost him.
You know, yeah, but NQ down under 30,000. Here's the 200 exponential. It looks like we're moving a little bit on this. I think the president just tweeted actually here. Hold on, let me make sure I'm correct about this. But I believe the president just tweeted just now. Yes, 56 seconds ago, he said, "quote." Despite their protestations and false statements to the contrary, coupled with the drumbeat of news, which is doing everything possible to make the U.S. victory as small and insignificant as possible, Iran has fully and completely agreed to the highest level nuclear inspections long into the future. In parentheses, infinity! Exclamation point. I know. This will ensure nuclear honesty. If they did not agree to this, there would be no further negotiations. Based on this and other major concessions, I have agreed to allow Hormuz Strait to open. With no further naval blockade. However, all ships are remaining in place should it be necessary to reinstitute the blockade, which seems at this point highly unlikely. The money and or sanctions to the U.S. Treasury is released goes into escrow controlled by the U.S. and will be for the purchase of food and medical supplies exclusively for the U.S. corn, wheat, soybeans from our great American farmers. And some other stuff as well. So basically, we got a tweet just now. That's what moved markets about here. We're at 840s right now, 840s, but that is what just moved markets. We did get a presidential tweet.
He just had to mention that. I was going to talk about that. Donald John Trump ruined it.
Yeah,
I was going to talk about the money going into our food.
I know. He was going to talk about it.
I really was. I was listening to it last night. I was like, I'm going to mention stream tomorrow. And then writing a tweet. Ruined me.
You got to be fast in this game, Britt. You know, you got to be fast. Yeah, look at SpaceX, guys. SpaceX down to 150s right now. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Markets will reverse and go up. Yeah, reversal or continue down here. Let's do a poll right now. We're going to do a poll. Does the market reverse? Reverse back up today? Let's just do reversal or continue down. Full reversal, continue down. Vote on the poll. The poll is now live. You can vote on two options. Down the drain, probably not. I thought stocks only went up. Well, long term, most stocks go up. It depends on which stocks we're talking about, though. Egg price is fixed. Prices are too good not to buy right now. What do you guys want to buy? Let me know. Put the symbols up in chat right now. What are you guys interested in buying? Because markets are, honestly, there could be a lot of discounts right now.
First off, that wasn't John. Second off, I wasn't talking bad about him. I'm just saying he stole my thunder.
He was just joking, guys. Come on now. All right, so I see. What do you want to buy? MU, dollar index, Marvell, SanDisk, nothing. Bonds, long-term bonds, everything. Reverse, closes down 0.5% on the day. Google. Yeah, I might be buying Google today, too, honestly.
Air conditioner manufacturers in Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, so, wait, I think the president just tweeted again. Here, hold on, guys. Let me make sure I got this right. But I believe he just tweeted again saying, hold on.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm showing, he said
19 million barrels of oil flowed out of Hormuz Strait yesterday, an all-time record. Oil prices are tumbling down and the world is a much safer place. President Donald J. Trump. Yeah,
19 million barrels, he says, flowed through the strait, out of the Strait of Hormuz yesterday, an all-time record, end quote. And look at SpaceX jump up. So SpaceX actually just went green on the day. Maybe we'll see a morning market reversal here, but gold, guys, has fallen all the way to 4,100s. I might buy gold long-term, dude. It just depends, but I'm thinking about it. Huh?
Keep falling. I want it to keep falling. I want to buy it, but I still don't want to buy it. I want it to keep falling.
It depends on where. Hey, it depends on how long we're holding this. You know, I think if we're holding long term, it's still probably okay. I see people saying oil, SpaceX, AMD, Robinhood, SpaceX, Marvell, Novo, MU, Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft, Google seem interesting to me. I see people saying memory plays. Memory looks all right. SanDisk still almost at $2,300. It did pull back some. SanDisk yesterday, if we look at SanDisk here, SanDisk got up to almost 2,400s yesterday. It's back down. The percentage moves on these are crazy, though. 2,000 seems like a relevant level to pay attention to. GameStop, drone stocks, MU, Google, Microsoft, the NASDAQ. Google is good for you young folks. Nothing has gotten back to my entry point, so nothing. SpaceX holders crying yet? Not yet for me. The crying might start, though. I'm not opposed to crying to get what I want, you know. It's not my birthday and I'll cry. Yeah, that's right. I knew the quote was coming. Yeah. What are your thoughts on CoreWeave? I like CoreWeave long term. Short term, I don't know if anything's necessarily safe right now, but CoreWeave seems okay long term. It's been downward trending, or it's been sideways for a few months now, though. We'll see what CoreWeave does. You can do it on stream, John. I might make more money, I can do a plug right afterwards and really make some money, I will shed a tear for my Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree stock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still bearish on Dollar Tree, but, maybe it does well. I don't freaking know.
What? Isn't Dollar Tree, like, almost completely gone? I mean, I know the one up here closed down where I live.
I mean, you would think that, Britt, but when I talk about Dollar Tree and Dollar General in the chat ends up defending it like, I stole their lunch money. You know what I mean? Like, they end up defending Dollar Tree like it's a beacon of value, they end up defending it like it's a beacon of value, and maybe it is.
I don't blame them, dude. I very much enjoy Dollar Tree simply because they carry the Michelin's brand pizza rolls, and those are the most delicious.
Yeah,
so I like them.
Yeah. I mean, I like pizza rolls. Pizza rolls are good. I mean, you and all of our friends used to eat all my pizza rolls as young teenagers. They would come over to my house, bro, and just ransack the whole thing and just take all my pizzas, all my mini pizzas, all my pizza rolls, all my pizza Lunchables. I was a big pizza guy,
No. To be fair, I mean, like, we did kind of descend on the house like a horrible.
They would descend on the house, dude.
It was mostly not me, if you'll recall. The most I ever did was eat like one bowl of cereal or like a can of ravioli. Everybody else was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat this and this and this. And hey, can I go back and get a second one of these?
I was the food plug when we were young, basically.
I was considerate and polite.
Yeah. What's up, G-Man? Hey, good morning, brother. Good morning. Dollar Tree. Dollar cost average. Into what, though, Jen? What's a more realistic value for SpaceX? I don't know. Long term, I think it's fine. You got to understand, it owns XAI. It owns Starlink. Those are two very valuable companies. And with that, I think I think SpaceX will probably be fine long term.
Dollar Tree,
I don't know for sure. Yeah, now Dollar Tree's getting into AI. I wouldn't put it beyond it right now in this market. I would not be shocked to hear Dollar Tree pivots to AI.
Yeah.
They have a new value app.
Violet, look up Lunchables. They're basically just like kiddie snacks in the guise of like ham and cheese sandwiches and pizza.
We know the first store in Mars will be a Dollar Tree. Yeah. I'm kind of concerned about the Bank of America 3 hikes prediction. Yeah, I did see that. So Bank of America now projects 3 rate hikes this year. I don't think we're going to do that. Sometimes I don't understand what these banks are really doing.
Like when they put out or what their goal is.
Well, they pivot so much between like good and bad that it's like, I feel like they're just influencing markets. I'm not saying Bank of America's wrong. I don't think we get 3 rate hikes this year. I just don't think we get it. It would have to be at the end of the year, the last 3 meetings. If we're going to get 3 rate hikes this year, that seems excessive to me. But maybe they're right. Let's look at yields with that in mind. Here's 10-year treasuries. Rates are going to be more influenced by 2-year yields are going to be more relevant for rates. But yields are slightly down today, although they were up pretty dramatically on all this bearishness yesterday. If we look at 2-year yields, here's 2-year. So 2-year yields at 4.192%. Look at a 5-day chart. Yeah, these are down slightly on the day as well, although they're dipping more right now. Like, look, yields have fallen over the last like 30 minutes or so. Maybe on these tweets, maybe the tweets with the Strait of Hormuz, oil flowing through the Strait of Hormuz and all the stuff that tweets said are, making people more optimistic and lower gas prices and lower oil and in turn lower inflation and less rate hikes. Maybe. But if we look at oil today, guys, oil has fallen basically multiple days in a row. The big red we're seeing in markets is not really geopolitically related here. The big red we're seeing in markets is mostly a tech sell-off here. Here's Google dumped. We could look at like what's the other one? AMD's down a little bit. MU and memory have corrected some yesterday. Apple's actually doing okay. It's basically flat. Microsoft got hammered though, so Microsoft all the way down to 370s right now. Oracle is down. I am now red on my Oracle trade, but again, I'm probably just going to sit in this thing long term. As I've said many times, it's down to 170s. It doesn't look that good right now, but yeah, we've seen some big tech sell-offs today for sure. This all started yesterday. You can see some of the names here. Oracle down, ASML down pretty big yesterday, down to 1780s. It's up a lot over the last, year or so, but still down. Bitcoin, we haven't looked at Bitcoin this morning yet. Bitcoin is all the way down to 62.5s right now, 62.5K for Bitcoin. It is dumping down. Look at Bitcoin's drops. So Bitcoin is down. Tech is down. Overseas markets, the Kospi index down 10%. SK Hynix and Samsung down 12%. NASDAQ is leading the losses because it's the most tech heavy. Gold is down 2%. Goldman and Deutsche Bank targets cuts for gold outlook. Dollar index is flying up here, so you can see haven flows in the dollar. Dollar index is up to 101.20s here, so the dollar's doing okay with all stuff going on. And Micron Wednesday for tomorrow earnings has a 17% implied move on AI memory tests.
Up or down?
Either way, it's just 17% implied volatility. So
okay.
Yeah, it could go either way. Really, it could go either way. Today we do have flash manufacturing PMI at 945. I don't know how much those are going to influence markets, but they might influence it a little bit. We'll see. But markets are fearful right now, guys. Markets are fearful. Chips are doing bad today. Yeah, Nvidia and other chips, really. Nvidia down to 203s. If Nvidia breaks under 200, I think people are going to start to get concerned. There's a piece going around. Kospi down 10%, of which 71% is down from SK Hynix and Samsung stocks. Yeah, they're down pretty big. Dollar index up is problematic. Yeah, for sure. No, that's 17% on Microsoft. There's a 17% implied volatility move on MU, which makes sense right now because MU is wild percentages in its movement, right? So MU moves big percentages here. So here's MU. They have earnings tomorrow evening. But again, this thing has been swinging. And so 17% is not that crazy in the context of what markets are doing right now. Like 17% is not crazy in the context of everything going on. Paper hands. I'm definitely paper hands, bro. Listen, I'm the biggest paper hands. I used to have a nickname in these market streets, and it was Big Papa Paper Hands.
Paper hands, Johnny.
That's me. That's me.
Let's see. Only a certain number of vessels per day are allowed to pass the Strait of Hormuz. This amount is to vary daily according to conditions. Iran Fars news agency, citing a military source.
Yeah. Yeah, see, AMC is going to raise $200 million in common stock offering. So AMC doing another offering, selling more shares, guys. They are down again today, bro. Every time AMC starts to look good, boom, let's sell shares, offering. And I guess if you want the company to succeed, it's not the worst move if you want the companies to succeed regarding AMC. An offering is just selling more shares. It's dilution, right? But the company makes more money and can ultimately expand and do other stuff they want to do with that money. And so is it bad short term for stock price? Sure. Is it good potentially long term for the company? Maybe. It depends on what they do with the money. We'll see what happens. But yeah, $200 million in common stock offering for AMC Entertainment, AMC. So they are down on that news. Dilution. Who is that thing giga dumping? I don't know how to interpret that. Edward Scissorhands. Sure. Yeah, John Paperhands.
Yeah, I think you lose that one, John. Unless you hit him with a bunch of paper cuts.
Yeah, I love it when they call me Big Papa Paper Hands. Throw your hands in the air if you a true paper.
That's the only Biggie song I know.
Dude, no, you gotta. Biggie's great. Biggie's great. Rest in peace. GameStop, guys. GameStop. 21s right now. GameStop hasn't really been moving much. Is the movement done with GameStop though? The 21s.
Can't believe they're still around, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, they kind of got into Pokemon cards and more, and so they've tried to diversify. The problem is that they opened up too many stores in the 2000s for GameStop, right? And when they opened up too many stores, that's still affecting their margins in a negative way. Now I'm just thinking WCW in the 90s. Oh, I grew up in the 90s, bro. I remember WCW in the 90s.
Me too.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? Well, markets are sketchy. Big tech is down. Overseas markets, Kospi, SK Hynix, Samsung dumping, down over 10%. Markets are fearful. Gold and Bitcoin have crashed down. This is mostly driven by big tech and chips, though. So again, Google started this yesterday after they announced layoffs, or they lost a couple big members here. Let me see exactly what it was. So Google yesterday dropped 5% because they lost Noam Shazir, the co-lead of Gemini and the guy who co-wrote the foundation or paper of modern AI to OpenAI. They also lost John Jumper. He jumped out of the company. And Nobel laureate at DeepMind to Anthropic, both within days, and that's on top of a big capex. So that's part of the reason it's, you know, we started to see fear in tech. This is not just there though. This is also the Kospi index. Samsung and SK Hynix down 12%. A little bit fearful right now. Gold is down. Banks are targeting cuts on gold as well. The dollar index is loving it though. It's up big. We have MU earnings tomorrow on Wednesday. So that is going to be a big story in markets. MU earnings Wednesday is going to be big. We will be streaming that, I think. And yeah, Bitcoin around 62,000, gold down to 4,100s. Oil is basically flat on the day, though. Again, if you look at oil here, oil's at 74s right now. So oil is essentially flat right now. SpaceX was red on the day, and it had a pretty big red day yesterday, although it is starting to rebound back up here. We got news about SpaceX earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Musk's ally Valor Equity Partners is going to raise $2.5 billion in fund. New fund includes SpaceX shares. I don't think that was the news I saw earlier. Let me see if I found if there's some other news. SpaceX successfully launches the Starfield demo mission on Falcon 9 from Florida. Right, so that dropped, and right around that time when it was successful, SpaceX started to rebound back up here. So this is what, you know, SpaceX is back green on the day technically, but it did drop a lot yesterday for SpaceX. It is down significantly, and I'm in it right now. I don't want to see it drop. Somebody prop this thing up now.
Well, it makes you feel any better. JP Morgan warns of a heavy $165 billion rebalance by global institutions.
Yeah.
So that should, you know, make you feel a little better. I mean,
yeah,
not really, but
we did a poll. I'm trying to find some good music here, but it just ends up sounding crazy. All right, but yeah, so yeah. Hold on, wait. I was about to respond. Oh yeah, so I did a poll earlier. 57% think we get a bullish reversal today. 57%, 43% think we can continue down. I expect the chat to communicate this to me. Bull or bear today, guys? Bull or bear? Put it up in chat right now. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Are you guys buying up anything short term for like day trading? Let me know. I did terribly yesterday. Horrible. It was a no good, very rotten, bad day yesterday. You know? And I expect you guys to prep up my positions today. Just joking.
Are you?
Wolverines, they say. Bear, little bull. Bull, semi-bull, bear, bullish AF. Are the markets down because of something going on? No, it's not geopolitics related. Oil's flat today. Oil's flat. I mean, aside from the presidential tweets that we got earlier. Look at SpaceX run, though. Oil's basically flat. Previous closing price 74. We're at 73.90. So crude is flat this morning. I see bull, bullish. This is a ha 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 day for sure. Oh no, the song. Just buy the NASDAQ. I don't know how people day trade. Why SpaceX need money now? Need little fishy. Bull, whales don't miss out on the discounted price. SpaceX doesn't manufacture chips or memory. Yeah, that's part of this alt. He said with how leveraged people in Korea are into DRAM stocks, if they had 2 bad days, could tomorrow be worse? If MU earnings, if we get something like I'll tell you the worst case scenario this week is that if we get MU earnings tomorrow and we miss on EPS and revenue and also have high capex, people might freak out, you know. We'll see. But if we have a dumpster fire earnings tomorrow with MU, it could drag everything down. We've seen some big moves. Here's SanDisk. SanDisk is all the way down to 2100s. Again, if you look at it, it was at 2350 yesterday morning. It is now all the way down to 2081s. It's still up a crazy amount. MU earnings tomorrow as well. A 17% implied move. It dropped from 1240s basically down to 1100s this morning. So memory plays are the scary ones, and most of tech is there as well. Fearful. I'm down 90,000 just today, and pre-market people would be dumb not to buy the discount.
Jeez.
Hopefully you're like a millionaire and like 90K is chump change to you, bro. You know.
I'm sitting there thinking like, man, I hope this guy recovers, or
I know.
just has the capital to to burn.
Right, I hear 90K and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, 90,000, dude. You know?
Yeah.
Think of all the pizzas I could buy with that. Yeah, NASDAQ, I think, is right around this 30,000 level in the NQ. So we are right under 30K, actually. Like, look, here's the NASDAQ. 30,000 is not that not that far away from us, though. But we are under 30,000. I think that's a big psychological level worth paying attention to here. MU won't miss for show, but the guidance is the backlog. That's what people are looking for. Yeah, maybe, brother, maybe. I hope so, dude. We'll see what the guidance looks like. What's the catalyst for the big overnight drop? Yesterday, we had tech start to correct some on layoffs and other stuff. That kind of dragged into corrections and chips, overvaluation fears, and memory plays coming back down after big runs up, specifically MU, SanDisk. The reason we're dropping so much today is because overnight, we got news that the Kospi index dropped 10%, which the biggest two stocks, the Kospi is an index, kind of like the S&P, but overseas in Korea. The big two stocks in that index that dropped are SK Hynix and Samsung. So this is chip and tech fears. Tech is bleeding this morning from that, and markets are down. Gold is down on cuts from banks, and the dollar is up big. Oil is kind of flat, so it's not geopolitically related today. It's mostly big stock news, to be honest. So SpaceX is going green. Yeah, SpaceX is going green. It correlates with the launch news that we got maybe 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. An hour ago maybe, so it's been rebounding for the last hour or so. I think it's from that drop news, or the flight news from one of their ships. Global uncertainty. Yeah, Kospi was a reaction to yesterday. It kind of all snowballed off of each other, right? So we had big tech correct yesterday. Again, Google kind of, dumped. Microsoft's down big. People are saying software as a service is doing better here. Let me see ServiceNow. ServiceNow's not looking good either, though. It's at $93. It's slightly green on the day, but even SaaS stocks dropped yesterday. The president has tweeted twice this morning. Vegas, every successful SpaceX launch, 800,000 must be in semiconductors. Yeah, ride 'em Cowboys. Yeah, definitely a scary market right now. Micron will keep going. Yeah, and this is all leading into tomorrow with MU earnings, which is the biggest event in markets this week, probably. We do have PCE inflation data and GDP data on Thursday, the day after tomorrow. Bitcoin is also scaring people here. Look at Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin down to 62.5s right now. Does not look good. Does not look good. I'll see if I can find some other news up, but Zeta.
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody was just going to mention it.
It's really hard for me not to reference Catherine Zeta-Jones with this stock.
I thought the same thing when I saw it, honestly.
Yeah, Zeta Global Holdings. It's up a little bit today. Look at Zeta.
Well, just like every time you say Kospi, I hear Cosby.
Yeah, the chat does too. But yeah, Zeta up to 20 right now. 20 hit 21s. SpaceX starting to rebound back up, but man, it's a scary market. I did not have good results yesterday in my trading. Did not have good results. I think I lost in every account that I have. I lost 2 evals. I lost in every account that I have. So it does not feel good, guys. It does not feel good. And we're here today.
Let's be honest. You just those things just happen because you were trying to show people what not to do.
Yeah,
probably intentional.
That's right. I meant to do it. Guys. Oil soon 65s. I don't know, man. If oil gets down to 65s, it's looking really optimistic. I don't know if it's going to get that low. I lost about 2,800 yesterday. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear, bro. Yeah, I think a lot of people lost money. Yesterday, like, look, I have my strategy where I target these all-time high levels. The NASDAQ did one of the biggest fake outs recently I've seen, where it got really close to all-time highs. All-time highs were right here on the NASDAQ. And I think this got a lot of people, dude. 31,000 all-time high level. 75 was the all-time high, so it's kind of right here in the middle. But we got so close to 31,000, so close to all-time highs, and then just had a huge pullback that didn't stop all day yesterday. So we went up all the way to all-time highs, got very, very close to it, and then just dumped down for the rest of the day here. So trapped a lot of people. That's what got me yesterday. That's what lost those accounts for sure. But that's part of the game, especially if you're trading props. Like that's 100% part of it. Like you're gonna lose accounts sometimes, and that's how it goes. AI and memory are Incestuous.
That's how it went for me.
We're getting high. Max, get your mind out the gutter, dude. NASDAQ higher highs, y'all. Yeah, I mean, I don't see higher highs. I see lower highs right now in the NASDAQ. Low, low, high, low, lower, lower. So I see lower highs and lower lows in the NASDAQ. Doesn't look trending. Doesn't look to be trending well.
In other news, Mr. Majestic says IBM is up 50.
Yeah, isn't IBM doing deals with the... Isn't IBM doing deals with the government? Maybe is that IBM I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of another company. It's not Oracle.
I mean, historically, I think IBM has always done deals with the government.
Right, but I think they've announced some recently. Target also. You know, on better news, Target upgraded at Wolf. Nike downgraded at Evercore. Where's my Nike trade at? Ooh.
I think all Target needs to do to become just to like for the stock to really pump is to mass produce their nachos. I love their cheap nachos.
Intel, yeah, it's Intel that I'm thinking of actually. Yeah, you're right. Films of greatness. I get Oracle, Intel, and IBM mixed up. They're different companies for sure, but it's Intel that I'm thinking of. Yeah. OpenAI. Yeah, I did see the tweets this morning where the president says Iran has fully and completely agreed to the highest level nuclear inspections long into the future, in parentheses, infinity, exclamation point. And then I also see the second tweet he did this morning where he said 19 million barrels of oil flowed out of the Strait of Hormuz yesterday, an all-time record, end quote, U.S. president. So that news isn't really moving markets, though, to be honest. Like, markets are not really reacting to it. You can see oil hasn't really moved at all from these tweets. So, I mean, I think markets are getting a little numb to it now.
Someone asked, is it time to buy Quantum? What do you think, John?
I don't know. I think Quantum is going to be, you know, aside from like rotations in and out of it from fears and risks and other things, I think Quantum is just kind of an isolated sector where it's not necessarily... I think we're somewhere in the middle with Quantum right now. I've said this before, but with Quantum stocks, I think if it's really early with Quantum. And I think markets understand this. So not an investment professional. We're not liable if you lose money. But I think long term, if Quantum does turn out to be that next big thing, which is a big if, but if it does turn out to be the next big thing, you know, you might be in a really nice position right now in Quantum with Rigetti, QBTS, and more. But it's not 100% like going to happen that Quantum's going to be the next big thing. It's still very early. It's not really tested long term yet. And so, you know, it's high risk, high reward right now. And good luck if you're in it. But, you know, I remember when these things were really running. They've pulled back big percentages. Now they're kind of stagnating a little bit, really. But I do like the technology. I think the technology is interesting for sure. And there's a good chance that it does become the next big thing. But it's definitely not risk-free right now.
I just saw something. I tend to agree with you. I just saw something that was... well, first off, I was mentioning it because I saw someone commenting on it. But saw something about it on the news last night. And... just as a descriptor of its, abilities and potential, it said that they used Quantum to run a calculation on whatever it was. It doesn't matter. It took 5 minutes, and it said like pre-Quantum that same calculation apparently would have taken like with old school supercomputers
right?
would have taken like 10 quintillion years, and instead it took 5 minutes.
So it's that technology. Sorry, Brett, go ahead, finish.
I was going to say, which for anybody who doesn't know, and because I certainly did not, it's a 1 with 27 zeros after it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. And I believe that. That's what I'm saying. It could be that next big technology. Broad adoption of it and use of it is a different story. But I do believe it. People are worried with crypto as well that it's going to, like, you know, the way proof of work concepts in crypto work. Pun intended, I guess. I didn't, you know. But the way that works is that basically your computer has to solve these equations to mine Bitcoin, right? And a lot of people are worried that Quantum is going to come in and step in and make that much, much easier. And so that in turn is going to dilute all the people mining it. And, you know, eventually there could be corrections and crashes and stuff like that. I don't know if it's it's really hard to do still, even with Quantum. You know, the way blockchain is designed is pretty protected from that. It's not 100% protected from it, but it's pretty protected from it. So,
yeah.
And Quantum,
again, go ahead.
I was just going to explain this. So Quantum has what's called superposition, which means like to really dumb it down, you can do things simultaneously instead of having like an order of processes that has to get done, like do this, do this, do this. And again, it does it so quickly. Modern computers do it so fast. It seems simultaneous to us, but they have order. They have an order of it. Quantum basically allows what's called superposition, which means that you process things simultaneously. And this is a really simplified way of doing it. But right now they're incredibly fragile, right? Incredibly error ridden. And so right now, and that might get better. You know, I think that's going to get better, but it's still pretty early with these now.
So basically, reliability is not great yet.
Right. Correct. Yes. Okay. I'm down 4x in RTX. RTX, dude. It's been a while since I looked at that stock too. With the conflict in Iran, you might think that they were doing good since they do some defense stuff for RTX, but we're at 182s right now. We'll see if we hold. Do you guys like quantum stocks? Put yes or no in chat right now. Quantum, yes or no? Let me know how you guys feel.
Not so sure about quantum, but I think robotics has more alpha.
I like robotics a lot right now. I think, again, I've said this for years, but the next step in AI is going to be they're going to create humanoid robots. And not even humanoid, just robotics in general. They're going to put AI into it, and that's going to be the next big money-pulling markets. I've said this for years. So I asked people yes or no on quantum. They said give it 10 years. No, no. Yes, yes, and no. Yes, 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 yes. No idea. Quantum is a myth. Yes, yes, but don't own it. Quantum is a winner. Yes, sir. Huge yes, yes. So a lot of quantum bulls in chat. QBTS at $6. Yeah.
I mean, if quantum becomes much more reliable, I mean, I imagine that, you know, quantum technology and robotics and AI are just going to go hand in hand.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. They're gonna each grow each other, I think. SpaceX down green on the day.
Oh, cool. I don't know about all that, but I do know that if that technology does progress, you know, significantly enough, I want to end up like a cyborg. I'm gonna be like Alita, Battle Angel, you know.
Yeah. I see SpaceX guys up. Alita Battle, great movie, underappreciated movie.
It's an awesome movie.
Yeah. Look, oil is starting to fade a little bit. It's down under 74s now. It's at 73.60s for oil right now. Yeah, Target upgraded at Wolf. Nike downgraded at Evercore. IBM upgraded from neutral to overweight at JP Morgan. We got some more upgrades and downgrades this morning, but I'm long in IONQ. In 10 years, everyone will have a quantum computer. I don't know if it's going to be 10 years, bro. They might, you know. I don't know. Technology seems to move a lot faster than people think, including myself.
Yeah, no, it's exponential, honestly.
Yeah. So maybe. I like MicroStrategy right now. I'll never call it strategy. I always call it MicroStrategy. They're putting in a lot of money to build NQVL, National Quantum Virtual Lab, which will lead the quantum. Yeah, that's probably, you know. I don't think we ever get quantum PCs in our houses. The cooling is crazy. Yeah, but that might, I mean, look. I always go back to GameStop when we have this conversation. And people never thought that digital downloads would become super easy and that GameStop would be resilient because of that. What happens is that necessity is the mother of invention. And so right now that the cooling is the problem with quantum, but that's going to change. Like, it's going to get better. Like, they're going to put all their resources into fixing that. And within, the question is, how long does it take? Eventually the technology will get there. It's just about how long it takes, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what form it's going to take or what new technology is going to be invented to solve that problem, but the problem will be solved. I mean, of that much I'm certain.
I don't necessarily think it's going to be 10 years. I don't think it's going to be that early where we're going to all have quantum PCs in our house. I don't think it's going to be that early. I think maybe 20. But again, I tend to overestimate how long technology evolves. And so no, for sure, Yachty. I understand.
I mean,
eventually I think the problem will be solved.
I think it will be too. I mean, technology progresses much, like you said, much faster than anybody thinks, and and goes to places and into sectors that most people wouldn't imagine. And I mean, I don't remember who actually said it, but there's a quote from like the 1950s where some scientists said that basically everything that could ever be invented had already been invented by that point, and technology would never progress past that point. And well, they were wrong.
Yeah, usually people are wrong. Again, people in general, just in terms of bias, tend to overestimate how long it takes for tech to evolve, right? Like, this is normal. And so I'm not necessarily like even against that. What robotic companies do, Moore's Law just joined. What's your thoughts on today's market? I think markets are scary right now. They're down. Tech is bleeding. Chips are pulling back. NASDAQ is under 30,000. Gold is down to 4,100s. Bitcoin is down to 62s right now for BTC. So it's looking a little scary. Again, you could have two main theses today. One of them could be, hey, we're down so much, we have a dead cat bounce and rebound this morning heading into the opening bell. It's possible. I'm not saying it's likely, but it's possible. The S&P 500, if you look at it here, is down to under 7,500s. The other thesis is that markets just keep on dumping. The momentum's too strong on the downside, and we start to get a correction. Start to go into correction territory. Maybe. Again, it's too early to tell, but maybe. Silver.
That's what I was going to say. Can we please look at silver?
Yeah, silver's down to $62 an ounce right now. So silver's been falling as well here. You got to remember, though, silver 12 months ago was at $35. $35 for silver 12 months ago. So, it's still up basically 100% right now. I also see this news that just came out. Taiwan Semiconductor is raising prices on more than 75% of its wafer revenue base, Copium Research reports. Yeah, so Alexander, I saw that. That was more than 7 minutes ago, brother, regarding... So the president tweeted twice this morning. In one of the tweets, he basically said that we got a nuclear deal done with Iran, as well as because of this deal, they have agreed to allow the Strait... I have agreed to allow Hormuz Strait to remain open with no further naval blockade. The ships are going to stay in place at this point, which seems highly unlikely for them to go back into a blockade, though. And releasing funds and other stuff. So he also tweeted saying 19 million barrels of oil flowed out of the Strait of Hormuz yesterday, an all-time record, end quote. So we got two tweets this morning regarding that stuff, but I don't think this, like I said this morning, I do not think this morning is geopolitics related. I don't think this is geopolitics. Why do I not think it's geopolitics? Because oil's not really moving. It's basically flat on the day. It's 74 is previous close, 73.80 is where we're at now. So oil hasn't really moved big. I don't think much of this is influencing markets. I think most of markets are down this morning, specifically because of the big corrections and bleed-offs in tech yesterday and chips, mixed with overnight news about tech and chips with the Kospi index, which is the Korean index, being down 10%. Which is correction territory, and that was mostly driven by SK Hynix and Samsung dips. And so we've got a lot of fear heading into the markets today on those reports. Markets were down big yesterday, and now we're heading into today. Spacex is also down over the last 24 hours, although it did rebound and go slightly green on the day. It's at 155, but it's heading towards that previous closing price now at 154.60 here. So yeah, the Kospi news is definitely freaking people out.
Didn't SK Hynix just overtake Samsung as the largest company in South Korea, but like briefly? Like, didn't this crash cause it to reverse?
I'll have to check.
Wrong term, not crash, but downturn.
Yeah, well, it's a correction for sure. A correction's 10% or more, and I think the Kospi did drop 10%. So it's right around correction territory for it. SK Hynix and Samsung dropped 12%. So 10-year yields are rising, and that's why prices are dropping. Yeah, I mean, we saw 10-year yields this morning here. Markets are just getting priced in. Generally, when markets fall, people get nervous, and yields are usually going up. But not always. Today, 10-year is actually down slightly on the day. 10-year yield was at 4.5% earlier. Basically, it opened at 4.5. We're at 4.48%. So we're actually down a little bit. But yesterday, the net effect of markets was up. So you can see yields are up over the last 24 hours, even if they're slightly down on the day here. So like 10-year treasury yields are up from yesterday's fears. But they're down slightly on the day. They're not moving too much this morning. Only two stocks in the Kospi. No, the Kospi index is 940 to 950 listed issues. Yeah, Kospi 200 is 200 companies. Biggest ones, SK Hynix, Samsung, Hyundai.
Spacex benchmark debt offering in 5 parts. And Hungarian National Bank cuts main rate 25 basis points to 6%, as expected.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I did a poll. Again, guys, 52% think we're going to get a bull reversal today. 48% think we continue down. Let me know in chat. Bull reversal or continue down right now? We are 100 points away from 30,000 now. Yeah, the NASDAQ under 30K. I'm watching that level for sure here. And I think most people are. You know, I think if you look at some lows, you know, 750 seems to be a support level. Well, we've had 2 confirmations at 750. So down here, we did bounce off of it again this morning. So 750 is a historical support level on the NASDAQ here, 750s or so. And so we'll see if it holds, but that's kind of the market right now.
I know it's uncouth, but how do you vote in your own poll, John?
I don't think it won't let me. It won't let me. How do I vote?
I'm just asking for your verbal opinion.
Oof. Honestly, I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think the chat kind of has it right. We're 51-49. We're basically split down the middle here. I think that's basically right. Nobody freaking knows what we're going to do today. I would say maybe we drop more today and then get a big reversal, or the opposite. You know, so I think what we're going to see is like we're going to go one way. I think what we're probably going to see is we're going to go one way at the opening bell. I'm going to assume down. But it can also very easily. I'm looking for red to green and green to red moves this morning, basically. Like, I think we're going to either have a dead cat bounce down here and then rebound back up and then maybe reverse later, and the fear continues heading into MU earnings tomorrow. MU earnings is really the Super Bowl of the week in terms of interest. MU earnings with memory making crazy momentum and movement recently. MU earnings tomorrow is going to be kind of what everybody's eyes pivot to, specifically on CapEx worries, guidance, and more. So MU earnings tomorrow are going to be interesting, and we still got a couple opens before MU earnings, but I think I'm not sure. We'll see.
So you think
nobody knows. Yeah,
that could be what tips the scales one way or the other, is the MU earnings?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
Perma bull.
Why do you say that, Rag? Just out of curiosity.
What, about the 34,000 by September?
No, about Asian markets. I'm just curious why he holds that opinion. That's all.
Chop it is. Yeah, chop it is probably what it's going to be. I think heading into MU earnings is going to be interesting. But
so basically, you think just vacillation back and forth until earnings tomorrow?
I think maybe a big range, right? I don't think it's going to be completely choppy. I think maybe we're going to have a big range. Just be careful, guys. Yesterday was not what I would call a favorable market market day. I mean, we trended most of the day, but big fake outs. It looked really optimistic to start the day yesterday, and then we just dumped down. By 10:30, we were down pretty big. So yeah, usually overnight is very suppressed and it blows open at the open. Yeah. More chop. Do we get chopped today, guys? It's very possible we get chopped. Also, we do have the ADP weekly report going live today. So we do have ADP's weekly report going live today in 10 minutes. I don't think it's going to move markets really, but we'll cover it nonetheless just to see what happens with it. But it looks to be a downward trend in the NASDAQ here. Right now, short term, I want to see if we break under this 200 exponential at about 870, 860s. I want to see if we break underneath that. What's up, Max? NBIS support. Yeah, NBS at 260s is interesting for sure. What's up, Sam? CBRS earnings today. MU tomorrow will be a monster. Yeah, MU earnings is going to be, like I said, it's going to be the headline that everybody's watching today for sure. Just based off of all the craziness going on. MU earnings is going to be what everybody pivots to. Bitcoin's scary as well. And Bitcoin, again, fears high yields right now. And so with yields pumping up so much yesterday, Bitcoin's a little nervous. If we look at rate cut odds, so I don't think I've done that today yet, but if we look at rate odds this morning, next meeting is in July. Again, we're still looking, let me refresh this just to make sure. But yeah, it's still looking 36% likely that we're going to raise rates next meeting. And this is after, what was it? Bank of America said they think we get 3 rate hikes this year. I don't know. Depends on how oil settles, but yeah. 36.3%. So I don't know if it's that high. I don't know if I would bet it that high though. I think it's, I hope we don't raise rates too aggressively this year. Should we raise rates? Here's a good question. Should we raise rates, chat? I don't know. How's Big Tech doing? Not good this morning, Lorenzo. Big Tech is not good today. Big Tech has been one of the reasons markets are pulling back. Big Tech and microchips. Should we raise rates? Amber says no. SK says yes. No rate hikes, only rate cuts. Warsh was ultra dovish. Was he? I don't know. Probably, but screw that. No hike. No. Yes, inflation is out of control. Yes, a bit. Depends on oil. Yeah, I think it does depend on oil, Dr. Crypto. They should just stay the same. That's how I am. I think we should just keep rates where they're at now. And let a couple months play out and see what happens. I don't think we should raise. I don't think we should cut. I think with the decreasing prices of oil, we might see inflation start to settle. At least I hope we do. But who freaking knows? No, lower it. Lower rates. I don't think we should lower rates either, personally. No rate hikes, but end quantitative easing. We've ended quantitative easing already. Or we've ended QT already. We haven't started QE technically, but I agree. Hold. Yeah, I think we should just keep rates where they're at. Dovish. Dude was a hawk. I think he was neutral. I think he refused to give forward guidance. And so I think he was very neutral, honestly, regarding Warsh's FOMC meeting last week. I think he was very neutral. He refused to give any type of big prediction outlook base case for rates. So I don't think Warsh voted. So he said the only person in the dot plot that wanted rate cuts was Warsh. I don't think Warsh did a dot plot. I think he even said he wasn't going to do it. He didn't feel like it was appropriate to give a dot plot prediction. We kind of have it, but it's not technically like QE. Thanks for the advice last week, John. I don't give out advice, brother. As you suspected, it was my strategy. I was getting my tactics mixed up with range trading and trend trading. Hey, well, nice, Nathan. I'm glad you got it figured out, my friend. Thank you, bro. Rate cuts help inflation more. People take loans to do business, increase jobs. Well, yeah, I mean, rate cuts. The fear of rate cuts and the reason that we're not doing them now is because of the inflationary. Rate cuts don't do it as much, but they can cause inflation. Not that the rate printing will, but they can still cause inflation. Open the gates, dive rates, let the economy run. Elon should start a mortgage company and charge only 2% for a 30-year fixed rate, and a credit card company charging only 10% or less. Yeah, I mean, listen, Jeff Bezos should give me $1 billion, dude. We'll see if he does.
Warsh is critical about the ongoing inflation calculation tools and wants new metrics, or he already follows something that has inflation below 2%.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to start a task force for these things.
I heard something about that, I think.
So, there's something about task force. Yeah, a lot of this, guys, just going back to it, it's going to depend on where oil goes. If oil continues to settle into the 60s, that means we might see some slower inflation growth, and markets might be a little bit more optimistic regarding rates, right? Like, this is... I don't care if he's retired or not.
He still has money.
Yeah, I know he's not the CEO of Amazon anymore, but, he can still loan me a couple billies. I'll take it. I'll accept that with grace.
What a quitter, huh?
Yeah, John, are you buying the dip? I might DCA long term, but not heavy, and I think short term there's risk. Oil, as I say this though, did just get a volume spike. Let me check for tweets. So Phillips66, which is PSX, says the strait is reopening, but it's still pretty tenuous. Shutdown may create structural shift in what the crude floor is, while refined products have hung in there a little tighter than crude. This was said about 2 minutes ago. Maybe this is what's moving oil.
There's no tweets, or at least not that I see.
Yeah, AMC dumped because they sold more shares for AMC. They did an offering again, and yeah, that's why AMC dumped. Is they diluted. I think it was 200 million dilution offering. And so yeah, AMC is falling down on that news. And again, like I said earlier, this is
not good for movie theaters.
Well, it's not good short term if you're in the stock, but long term, you know, maybe they're going to use the money for justifiable things and help the company. And so it just depends on how you look at it. Short term, I mean, it's dilution. So every shareholder is getting diluted with more shares being sold. But if they spend the money, you know, companies do this, they sell shares because it brings them income, and they can use that income to do other things like expand and stuff like that. So it just depends on what they do with the money. We'll see what happens regarding AMC. Anybody interested in buying gold down here? Gold is at 4100s. I like 4000 a lot more, 3500s. But I might consider buying some physical gold. Cutter Ross LaFon LNG. Yeah, we got that news yesterday. All right, so yeah, here's gold, 4130s right now for gold. So it's still dipping here. It looks weak. It's under the 200 exponential now. Gold will get lower, 3500 I'm in, maybe even 3750. Gold buy low. Remember how Buffett has that huge cash position. Give me 3K entry and I'll enter gold. Yeah, but define a cash position. You know, Buffett's got a lot of cash. He might not be investing as much as he normally does, but
3K and I'll enter gold. I mean, do you just mean the 3K range or 3K flat?
Yeah, 3K I'm buying it for sure, but
oh yeah.
Yeah. 3K. I mean, it's 3K.
You just like say 3K.
Yeah, I might short gold here though. I'm looking at it. I need a bounce though. Gold is falling here. Look at gold dip. Still driving down here. Look at gold fall this morning. Oh wait, here, let me move my AI system. There we go. Yeah, gold is down. It's under the 200 EMA. It looks bearish. We get a bounce, I might short it. But depends on how much we drop here for gold also. What did the chat say regarding gold?
Oh
yeah, we got ADP.
Back soon.
ADP data drops. ADP data does drop in 30 seconds, 20 seconds now. So
okay,
we'll see what the ADP data shows. Sorry, Brent, didn't mean to cut you off, but
sure.
Last time was 25.5 thousand. It drops in about 15 seconds now. Let's see what gold does. I might short a little bounce here. But let's see what the ADP data shows. Last time we get 25.5K. It drops in about 5 seconds for ADP. Gold will be back soon. All right, here's the ADP data right now. Waiting for the data to update here. This one's usually a little bit late versus some of the other sources I use. Nothing yet. All right, gold is still dropping, dude. I haven't really gotten a chance to short it. Yeah, I'm looking at the news squawk. Markets are heading down here. Is ADP late? ADP data 30.75 thousand. Here's the data right here for ADP, 30.75. Stronger than last time. Might make yield fears go up though. But we did have stronger than previous ADP data. I put the numbers up in chat right now. 30.75 thousand versus 25.5 expected here. So
far, nothing radical happening.
Well, gold is dipping. Gold fears high yields, right? And yields spiked yesterday, and that in turn made gold go down. More people buying bonds and less people need to buy gold here. But I need a bounce. If we get 135s, I'll short gold with a small position. What if gold drops to 2,000? Well, I'm buying it up at 2,000, brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 30.75K. This is close enough to 35. It's a very small position right now. More good employment data. Yeah, this might make yields jump up a little bit realistically. Let me see what yields are doing. I'm assuming yields have gone up. This is stronger than expected jobs, right? And this is heading into next week where we have the actual NFP report. All right, we'll add a little bit. Take some risk here in this. I wanted 135, so we got that. But
yeah, I hope
so we can piggyback off this bear trend.
Briefly.
I'll put a risk level up here. Give it a second now. Gold, silver, and crypto could get hammered in the coming weeks. It depends on what ADP data shows. Remember, ADP data drops next Friday. So next Friday, we got ADP data. NFP, non-farm payrolls, unemployment data dropping. So that data is going to have a big influence over where markets go. In a market that fears high yields and inflation, Bitcoin and gold are going to have, going to get easily influenced by NFP data. We do have PCE inflation this week. So we do have PCE data. All right, we're up. Let's see if we hold down here for gold. Maybe dropping more. Is it really? Maybe down to 116s, 115s. Yeah, MU continues to fall. Oil's dipping down too, though. Where's the NASDAQ at? NASDAQ is starting to fall back as well. So we're still looking pretty bearish here. If I forget to cancel this stop, you guys remind me here. I need you to help me defend against stop loss fires.
Only you can prevent. Yeah.
Is that a bad joke? I think it's a bad joke, but that's all right.
Hey, everybody likes Smokey the Bear, okay?
Dude, some of them might be too young to understand the joke.
True. Or just,
more...
just not from here,
Yeah.
That hurts too.
Yeah. MU guys down to 11.15s. Sell in June and go away. Make the bleeding stop, John. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying by shorting gold. And apparently I'm losing now. Only you can prevent dumpster fires. That's right. That's the right way to say it. That was the smarter way to say it, brother, for sure. I missed out on that one, dude. Everyone short squeeze the market. Yeah, we can do it, guys. We can do it, I'm looking at yields right now. Yields have jumped up a little bit from the ADP report. Not a lot, but some. No, Sam, we can see you, bro. Right click your stop loss and see if you can CQ and change to OCO mode. It's not even letting me. I'll just remember to cancel my stop. A smoky bear market. Alright, gold has come all the way back down here, then ripped back higher here, but we're starting to wiggle a little bit for gold. Let's see what happens. There's red. I'm going to reduce my size a little bit here.
I'll be doing that to me too sometimes. Honestly, it's the chat version of negging is what it is, most likely,
Yeah, look at gold fall back pretty quickly here. Alright, look at that drop. I'm going to take half off and just protect it. A very early trade for me, so we'll take it. But yeah, the ADP data. Yeah, there's a lot of comments. Let it drop. Yeah, I mean, we made money so far, and we'll hold the rest break even, so we're going to make money. I think I should cancel this stop now. Let's see if we can keep breaking down some here. Yeah, gold and Bitcoin are really kind of the dumpster fires today with big tech. Higher yields scaring people. Again, so Mag 7 US tech names QCOM, IBM, Oracle, Pfizer, ACN, AMC, Target, Nike, and more. South Korean stocks fell with Kospi index closing with losses. SK Hynix down over 11%, Samsung down over 8%, SanDisk down over 8.5%, AMAT down over 7%, STX down 7%, MU down 6%, AMD down 6%, QCOM down 6%, Supermicro Semiconductors down 4.5%. So
they're saying a lot of stuff went down.
yeah, but big tech has fallen here. Yeah, my stop is now break even.
I mean, look at the NASDAQ. It's back down in the 700s range.
Yeah, I'm sure the dollar's loving it, though. The dollar's probably pushing up. Yeah, dollar up to 101.30s right now, so the dollar index is actually pretty strong. All right, let's see what happens. I called out the bearish divergence on S&P, NASDAQ. ServiceNow is green. Yeah, ServiceNow, software as a service, is doing okay, but SpaceX just went back red on the day, so SpaceX actually just dipped. Yeah, a lot of it, well, part of it is because the Kospi fell, but it's also, like, big tech started this yesterday before the Kospi. The Kospi was reacting to big tech. They're kind of feeding off of each other. So yesterday we had pullbacks in tech. Again, Kospi fell in response to that to a certain extent with SK Hynix and Samsung. And so, you know, all right, I just got stopped out on the rest. We made some money, though, on it, but gold kind of flopping back and forth here. But look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's getting close to lows of the day here. Yeah, look at this drop. Down under 29,777s. Or 780s. 30,000 is way up here now. Low of the day, 29,750. This is a historical support level in the NASDAQ too, guys. So this is a level in which if you look at the longer term chart, you know, if I put up, like here's 750s right here. If I extend this to the left, you can kind of see all this resistance right here and historical support. Like, look. Support, support, resistance, 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 all right here. So we break under that level, it might look a little sketchy. Let me check. Let's see if we crack lows right here. Where do you guys want to buy the NASDAQ? Which level? What's up, Zero?
What's up, dude? How you doing this morning?
I'm waiting for 28.8 thousand in the NASDAQ to buy. I'm trying to see if this gold trade would have made money. I don't know. We're at the POC for gold, I think. Is it the NASDAQ to buy? I'm trying to see if this gold trade would have made money. I hear myself.
I hear you too.
Yeah.
Twice.
26,000. Below 29K on the NASDAQ. John, you said it yesterday, inflation numbers were bad and we've got a strong job market. The Fed has a mandate to raise rates to control inflation, just a matter of when. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's looking less likely we're going to cut. I don't know if we're going to raise rates, though, next meeting. There's a 36% chance currently we are. But I don't necessarily think we are. Depends on what oil does, though. NASDAQ getting right close to that 750 low here. So here's the low of the day on the NASDAQ. We are approaching this now on the NQ. We are getting very close. We're at 760s. 760s. Taco? Maybe taco. I don't know. STT green day in a week. Good day to long oil.
Is X down or frozen for anybody else? Or is it experiencing any other problems that you guys are aware of? Mine hasn't updated like 10 minutes, which is
I know it was yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, mine seems okay. I just don't think we have any news. Last news that came out was the ADP change. 30.75 thousand. Stronger than expected jobs.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but it's never really been quiet for that long.
Yeah, Microsoft's down big. Gold and Bitcoin are down big. Big Tech, Mag 7 are down pretty big. Open for a double bottom here. Yeah, we just cracked the low of the day here. So the NASDAQ did just dip under this low of the day level here. Look at it.
You think gold dumps further if it does break under 4,000?
I don't know. It's hard to tell with stuff like that. Like maybe it's a buy level. People start getting optimistic at 4K. Maybe not. You know, maybe fears get control. Honestly, it depends on what yields are doing and where inflation and yields are looking like. Because that's really what's been moving gold the last like couple months. Really is yields.
Less psychological and more catalyst driven is what you're saying.
Yeah. Can someone inform me what happened and is there economic data today? There's no 7:30 economic data. We have 9:45 flash services and manufacturing data coming out, which might move markets, might not. We already had ADP jobs. What really matters today, though, is just what Big Tech does. Big Tech's been leading the way down. We did just bounce when we cracked lows, and now we're kind of liquidity grabbing back up there some here. So we're grabbing some liquidity and heading back up now. We're at 760s, but we did break under 750, which is, again, a historical support level. Yeah, what a mess. Adobe is up. Is it really? I mean, I think software's doing a little bit better today, right? Yeah, ServiceNow is up as well. So maybe software's rebounding some. It kind of needs to. My portfolio got hammered this week. Yeah, I think most people did. I mean, if you're in big tech, which most people are, I would assume. Bear here officially. Yeah, sell everything. They're planning to change how they calculated inflation, so they won't have to raise rates. Maybe. What happened? Yeah, so I see a lot of people like, yo, what's going on? Well, big tech started it yesterday. We had some layoffs in AI and stuff like that. It dragged some of the big tech names down. By the time overnight markets hit with Kospi, like the Korean index, the Kospi, SK Hynix and Samsung dipped very large percentages. That kind of exacerbated the fear that we have going on right now in big tech. So we had big tech pullbacks yesterday, and then overnight markets hit. That freaked a lot of people out heading into this morning. Oil is basically flat. Yields are up some. Inflation fears are still here from last week, and gold, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, and big tech all down pretty big. We also see some corrections in memory plays. MU down, SNDK down, SanDisk. So we're seeing corrections in a lot of different markets. Spacex is kind of flat on the day, but it was down a lot yesterday as well. So that's what's going on. Well, I don't think much of this is geopolitically related, Rami. I think you could look at oil to see if we're moving from geopolitics, and oil is really, like I said, it was flat. It's down a little bit on the day, so if anything, there's easing geopolitical tensions based off of some of the tweets we got this morning. And so Microsoft won't go down today, trust me. We should look the opening for the market today. Yeah, the opening bell, we might get volatility unlocked in an hour. So we might get volatility unlocked. SpaceX dummies, IBM up 5%. Yeah, IBM is green. We got some other stuff that's green today too, specifically SaaS companies. Adobe buying 25 billion share buybacks. Microsoft pump day today. Yeah, people are optimistic about Microsoft. We'll see. Me being in Microsoft, I hope so. I'm still green on Microsoft. Actually, no, I'm not anymore. Average price was 380s. We are at 370s now. Time to short the Q to 600s. Trust me, bro. Definitely trust me, bro. Again, I'm going to ask the chat again. It's now 8:30 in markets. What do you guys want to buy today? Guys, what are you guys interested in buying this morning? What are y'all trying to buy today? Let me put the symbol up in chat right now. Explain why. NASDAQ did just bounce at the low of the day area, but what do you guys want to buy today? Let me know. I expect the chat to awaken. Texas Instruments. BB, BlackBerry. Dude, it's been a long time since I heard about that one, dude.
Which one? You cut out.
BlackBerry.
Oh, BlackBerry. Okay.
SanDisk got a low of 2,000. A beer celebration, hype, weed, SpaceX, CoreWeave, AMD, Microsoft, Salesforce, buy puts on the NASDAQ. Bitcoin for a short term. Short this. Crypto, it did a lot of dumps yesterday. Breakfast tacos. I need coffee, CoreWeave, no money anymore. Soybeans, Tesla, Microsoft, MU. MU earnings tomorrow, guys. Are y'all bullish or bearish on MU earnings tomorrow? Taco Tuesday. Hey. DRAM? Yeah, I mean, heading into MU earnings, I think that'll be interesting. But let me know if you're bullish or bearish on MU earnings. Wally, get your mind out the gutter, dude. Silver and gold. What would you do when you have an employee in the office that all they do is cough, and when they are not, they talk loud? Are you talking about me, Jono? Do all I do is cough and then talk loud? Chat, y'all better jump to my defense here. I'm assuming you're talking about me. I take this personally.
Maybe he's talking about me. I mean, you know.
Yeah. No.
Although you are a loud cougher, John.
I know. And I've been coughing lately.
Well, to put it in the fashion of Seinfeld, you know.
Yeah. You gotta go. Hey, later, Zero. Have a good day, brother.
Later, man. Be safe.
Your camera makes you look like a fish? What?
Now you're just being mean.
Do I look like a fish today, bro? Am I a fish right now?
I mean, yeah, but like a beautiful fish, you know?
How dare you, bro? A fish? Come on now, dude. Top 3 most fishy ever right now, I guess.
If anything, John looks like a bottlenose dolphin, okay?
You're just nasally? I know, dude. I got acid reflux, guys. What you want me to do here, you know? My nose is always stopped up when I wake up in the morning. I can't help it. I can't help it.
You got fish lips. Dude, that's terrible. You know?
Bro.
John, if you've ever seen Super Troopers, John just has, like, big, powerful lips as well.
That's where the power comes from, bro. That's where the power comes from. You know, you're a whale? Definitely a whale right now. Look at the NASDAQ, though, guys. NASDAQ just cracked lows. We can all make fun of me later, all right? Listen, I'll make fun of me with you.
Good morning, Faye.
NASDAQ just cracked lows again, under 750s. We're still dropping. We're still falling here. I don't know if I want to buy this up. I think we dipped, broke lows, rebounded back up, and now we're retesting bottoms here. So, strategy. NASDAQ going to 600. Hey, what's up, Faye? Good morning. He's not a bot. So can I get an answer to my question? Which question? Which question, Jono? I'm here, bro. I'm here. Jono's cool.
Yeah.
A legit employee, you know? Yeah, he must be talking about somebody else. Genuinely. We need a double bottom. Today is Global Dump Day. 8-second girl lesson. I believe it might be right now. Definitely overseas markets are looking that way. NASDAQ's falling down as well. We're at 730s. So we are falling. I need better music than this. This is too happy music for this drop, you know? I feel like I'm shopping in the 90s with this music. Hold on.
Put on that song, you know, raindrops are falling on my head or whatever.
Oh, no, honestly.
Oh, no, it's Keep Falling, sorry.
This song's called Fight Club. It's got to be good.
Oh, yeah.
We're down to 724s. NASDAQ fell all the way down to 29.7s. Under 750 support as well. So we'll see if we get propped down here. Somebody will rebound at the opening bell. Philly Fan Manufacturing Outlook survey for June showed general business activity was negative 25.8 versus negative 16 expected. Definitely a little weaker than expected there. But that's not really a big red folder market moving event. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna switch this out. Here goes MU. Yeah, MU dipping. But the NASDAQ broke lows again. New lows 706.5s on the day for the NQ here. S&P 500, if we look at it here today, chat, is falling close to lows of the day. Lows of the day on the S&P 500, 74.21 for S&P futures. Everybody getting wiped out today. Memories are getting valued like a commodity. Micron about to reverse. Are you buying my Micron right here? I don't hold any stocks. Hey. Some stocks are good right now. One tweet can change everything.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, so the Chinese aircraft carrier Fujian sailed through the Taiwan Strait today, apparently, according to Taiwan Defense Ministry.
That's not good, most likely.
Well, I mean, a ship getting through seems like good news, but
No.
it wasn't the Strait of Hormuz, though.
No, I know. I'm not sure if that's saying that they're interfering in someone else's waters. Is what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, and we did get news earlier that Kathy Wood just bought the SpaceX dip. ARK Invest bought more than 210,000 SpaceX shares worth at least $32 million after it dropped 16%. It adds to ARK's existing position on SpaceX, with viewing the sell-off as a buying opportunity. I also see that apparently Trump is backing a $17.5 billion nuclear push. They're offering $17.5 billion in low-cost loans to support construction of 10 new Westinghouse AP1000 nuclear reactors across the U.S. Stifel did raise the 2026 year-end target for the S&P index to 7,800s here.
That nuclear part is good news. I mean, we definitely need to enhance or really totally revamp and rebuild our energy grid.
Sure, yeah.
Electrical grid, whatever you want to say. And as far as the Chinese ship in the Taiwan Strait or whatever, it just sounds, I'm not positive, but it sounded like they were talking about some form of encroachment.
Did it? Let me see. Let me read this news.
I might be wrong. If I am, I'll admit it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. This is a Chinese aircraft carrier in the Taiwan, which they, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Sorry, I read it too quickly earlier, but no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Stocks are like a slot machine now. They've always been. Kathy has the worst timing. Amazon and Nvidia look like a steal. MU will beat earnings. What's up, John? Didn't know you did live. Brought back Jefferson Terrace time. Seeing you. Jacob.
What?
I know who it is. I don't want to say his full name, but I'm assuming that's who it is. The only other Jacob I knew in JT. MU at 1100s here. 1100s. We'll see if it holds. But what's up, man? AI Brit. What if Brit was AI this whole time, dude? I would laugh. Yeah.
Even those times we've hung out in person, it was AI.
The whole time, bro. The whole time. He's been a robot, dude. I knew it. I feel like I know it.
Yeah, dude. Actually, no. I'm actually a replicant, is what it is.
Yeah, he's bad at Xbox. Definitely a bot.
Hey, I am not bad at Xbox. Not quite as good. Not quite as good as you, to be honest, most of the time. But I'm good.
Yeah, dude. Somebody say AI. Look, there he is. I've always wondered if you're a bot AI intelligence. I've always wondered that.
Secretly.
That's all right if you are. Listen, we're friendly to robots. When you take over the world, remember I was nice to you. Yeah, I'm looking at other news here. Traders buy volatility hedges. Investors are increasing bets on market volatility with demand for VIX calls. I'm assuming, real quick, the VIX has got to be up today. The VIX. Yeah, VIX is up to over 20s this morning, showing more fear in markets. This is mostly big tech driven. Again, big tech's pulling back today. Google, yesterday, chips, MU, SanDisk, memory, DRAM stocks are going down. And this heads into tomorrow, guys, with MU earnings. Big DRAM company, big chip company, heading into its earnings tomorrow. The implied volatility of tomorrow's earnings for MU is 17%. It makes sense, right? 17% seems like a shocking number. Like 17%, that's a big number. That's almost 20% implied volatility potentially for MU earnings tomorrow. But when you look at even an hourly chart here, look at how much this moves. Just to put this into perspective, how long ago was this? A month ago, 30 days ago, MU was at 740s. Today it is at 1100s, hit 1245. So it's up a huge amount. a huge amount. It's up like 40 or 50% right now versus where it was 30 days ago. 30 days ago. That's a big move. Those are not small moves. SanDisk is probably even crazier if we're looking at percentage movement here. SanDisk is only up, what, about 30%, 35% since then. But still very large moves here, guys. Very large moves for these companies. And so I don't think 17% implied move potential is a crazy outlook for MU earnings. I hope it goes well. There's a situation where we could have everything dump tomorrow. If MU doesn't have great earnings, CapEx might make people nervous as well. Guidance might make people nervous as well. So if MU does not have great numbers tomorrow, you know, again, Thursday, we also have GDP and PCE. And so if we get a situation where MU earnings are bad, and bad would mean like it misses EPS or revenue, I doubt it's going to miss both. I doubt it's going to miss either one of those, to be honest. But we get bad guidance and high CapEx or something like that. And then Thursday, we get high inflation data and weak GDP. Markets might freak out. So I think that's a situation where you just want to monitor markets leading into Wednesday and Thursday. Specifically, MU earnings drop Wednesday evening, tomorrow evening. What's expected for MU? MU earnings expected tomorrow evening at 20.81 EPS. Man, dude, these memory plays, that just shocking EPS, dude. $20.81 per share EPS, earnings per share. Revenue estimates 35 billion. Revenue growth 276%. What a freaking crazy number. Speaking though of MU is actually dipping down here. It's at 1100s right now. Looking a little sketchy this morning at the open. Looking a little sketchy. Britta's like, Wilson? Which Wilson? Are we talking volleyball Wilson? Are we talking about Wilson next door?
I've totally got a bloody handprint for a face, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. Founder of SoftBank Group, Masayoshi Son, stated that there is not much benefit in establishing data centers in space. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I mean, I think there's two arguments. One of them is underwater. You know, space is going to be a lot cooler, though. This is Britt right here, guys. This is him right here, you know? This is what he looks like. Definitely Wilson. But yeah, there's arguments about whether underwater is going to be better, more feasible than space, but I don't freaking know, man.
Well, I think there's less of a problem with pollution doing it in space. Well, I mean, like, specifically in the environment that it's placed in. I don't know, how much pollution will be caused just getting it up there. But
yeah.
Like just less of a problem with interfering with environment in space, obviously.
Sure. Yeah, and I think that's the logic of it. John, did you not hear beeping sounds? What beeping sounds? They're still saying I look like a fish, dude. I feel personally attacked in the chat.
You're talking about me. Beep, boop, beep.
Oh, you're talking about Britt being a robot. Yeah, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So surprised
what
that...
are you doing, John?
Yeah, dude. Don't say it like that. Space will absolutely not be a cooler. I like data centers in space. What sounds cooler for sure. Tech money will rotate into energy. Dude, MU's still falling, bro. Where's the NASDAQ? I'm assuming the NASDAQ is falling with it. Not quite. I mean, it did crack lows of the day at 706s, and now it's at 750s again. Let's see if 750s props this down. Yes, the Quantum. You might be a little delayed on the stream, Ran.
It was supposed to be a creepy voice. I was doing HAL 9000 from
Space Odyssey.
Space Odyssey.
Yeah. I knew it.
I know you knew.
All right. MU
like
beats earnings.
Movie buff.
Yeah. MU beats earnings 100% the last 12 times. Yeah, I mean, it's going to beat earnings most likely again. If it doesn't, though, markets have gotten so strict with chip earnings. And so if it does not beat earnings, it could get weird in markets. It could get crazy. So just be careful, guys. Be careful. But if it does not beat earnings, might be a little sketchy. We'll see.
I wouldn't mind being Wilson from Home Improvement. He was the voice of wisdom,
Yeah, listen. It wasn't Mr. Feeney, right? Mr. Feeney was the voice of wisdom. That was Boy Meets World.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind being Mr. Feeney either. He was awesome. William Daniels, forever.
Yeah. I keep thinking. I keep getting. I don't know what that is. PM Morton. I'm not even gonna say it because I don't know what that is. Is the market manipulation sustainable long term? Ask for 80 billion. Buy or sell the news today, guys. Like I said, buy or sell the open. We have 45 minutes until the opening bell. Is it a buy or sell the open right now? I've got into one green trade today, just one. On gold. I shorted gold. I should have kept shorting it apparently, but I don't know what to do here. We're too close to lows for me to get interested in longing right here. And I think if the sell-offs continue into the day today, you know, obviously we could have some craziness. So it just depends on what happens with these sell-offs, to be honest. If the slumps continue, obviously, and if MU keeps correcting into earnings, you know, maybe we keep having some bearish pressure today. Topanga.
Dude, I was going to say, like, Pew and Jono, I am right there with you.
Yeah, I'm married, so I can't, no comment. Buy, buy, sell, short, buy, short. I knew that you knew that, yeah. Short, then buy. Everyone's saying buy, so short. I don't know, bro. Honestly, my poll is pretty split down the middle here. Like, look, I did a poll this morning. This is the poll right here, guys. If you can't look into the chat, we're pretty split down the middle. We got 900 votes on this poll. 49% are saying bullish reversal. 51% say we continue down here. So markets don't know which way to go. And that rhymed. Most of the social media traders are going bearish. When that happens, it's usually bullish. Buy the fear.
Also,
absolutely a buy.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
What?
Nothing,
are you still talking about Topanga?
No, I'm not. Well,
okay.
I'm still thinking about her, but no, I'm not talking about her. No, blue trading. I was just asking if that was a dodgeball reference. That's all.
Okay. Sandus is going to.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. MU, 1100s right now. Markets are just getting priced into their earnings tomorrow, but again, that's the big event of the week outside of like PCE inflation on Thursday and GDP data. US ITC has decided not to review an administrative law judge order allowing General Motors to amend its patent infringement complaint regarding vehicle parts. Yeah, it was the Jacob from JT, Britt. Yeah, I just got the message.
Okay.
What's up, Jacob? Hope you're doing good,
dude?
brother. Hope you're doing good, dude. Long time no see, my friend. Hope you're doing well, bro.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, man.
Let's see, IEA states that the Iran-related energy crisis will boost global electrification as countries seek to enhance energy security and protect themselves.
Yeah. Sorry, Britt. Restate that. What did it say?
IEA states that the Iran-related energy crisis will boost global electrification as countries seek to enhance energy security and protect themselves.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see MP Material says the company is on the verge of commercial deliveries to its first round. Philly Fed Index looked weak. Yeah, so again, we do have flash manufacturing in, what, like an hour? We'll see what that looks like. I don't know if it's going to move markets. It's flash data, so it's hit or miss. It can move markets if it comes in like a shocking print over or under. So it's hit or miss.
Yeah, so it's manufacturing PMI and services PMI, right?
Yes, correct. Okay. All at the same time. Yeah. They're both expected at pretty... so manufacturing PMI actually expected to dip a little bit from 55.1 to 54.6. Services expected at 51.1.
Up from 50.9.
Right, exactly. Nothing burger. Yeah, I don't think it's going to really move markets. I mean, maybe. We'll see. Kathy Wood made me a millionaire during 2022 market crash. She also supported Elon and Doge cuts. She is a genius. Go all in on SpaceX. Bro, I'm in SpaceX. But I'm down. Guys, I'm down. I'm in it. I'm in it, though. But I'm down.
I'm going to sound like a dummy, but that's okay. I've heard the name, but who's Kathy Wood exactly?
Kathy Wood is a fund manager. She runs ARK Invest. She's I'm trying to think. I like some of her picks. That's what I'll say. I like some of them. Yeah, I don't like all of them, but I like some of them.
I get you.
Did you build a cushion for the day? Kind of. I mean, I'm up a little bit. I don't think it's enough to go crazy. but I'm up a little bit. I just don't think, I think we're at a breaking point here for markets. I think we are around lows of the day. We've cracked lows numerous times, haven't really continued down, and now we're kind of consolidating heading into the 9 a.m. area. So for me, I gotta just wait. We are green on the day though, but I have to just wait right here. I was shorting gold earlier is what I made my money in, but gold has basically been consolidating since I short. I made money on the short, but I got out basically where I should have. It looks like oil is starting to rebound back up some, but it is down slightly on the day as well. Oil is at 73.60s. Kathy Wood, man, awaken the chat.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Do you guys like Kathy Wood?
Yeah, some people jumped out endorsing her. Other people jumped out she's an idiot. Like,
I know. No, she's a polarized figure in markets for sure.
Clearly.
Yeah, she's been around for a long time, right? Like, I first heard about her in like 2019, you know, so it's been a while with Kathy Wood. Bull or bear on Kathy Wood, guys? What do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure she's incredibly rich. Let me look at Kathy Wood's. Kathy Wood's net worth is between 140 and 250 million dollars. So again, Kathy Wood will slap me with her wallet if she needs to. And so what I got to say is irrelevant. Yeah, I saw that, Britt. I saw that. I don't know if it's really, you know.
I don't know either. I just thought you might want to.
No, it's good.
See it if you hadn't already.
Yeah, and listen, Barclays set the 2027 target for the S&P 500 at 8,800s. So they basically think we're going to continue up, is what it looks like for Barclays. Again, S&P 500 target 8,800s. What's really interesting, though, guys, is I did a poll not that long ago on YouTube. So I did a poll on my YouTube channel not that long ago. And in this poll, let me show you.
Good morning, Blaze.
In this poll, we asked people, will the NASDAQ 100 close the year over 27,000? This was 2 months ago, bro. 2 months ago. Originally, when we did this poll, 27K, you know? Like, think about how much we've had to move just to be... Like, look at this poll 2 months ago. Well, the NASDAQ closed the year over 27,000. At the time, 51% said yes, 49% say no. So, yeah, we're basically at 30 now. So think about how much we've had to move up since that poll.
To be fair, you still don't know who was right. I mean, like, it could run back under that by the end of the year.
Oh, it absolutely could. Right now, it's, you know, right now you could definitely argue it today. I don't know if it's the highest chance here.
No, not saying that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the highest chance.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic, Jono, but I like Charles Payne too. Seems like a good dude. Oh, yeah, sorry.
So we are at 29,750s. Let me see what we get. All right, let me see. Flash data coming out. The 9 o'clock level has been volatile lately too. The 9 o'clock area was volatile yesterday. So we'll see what we get, but we did have volatility at 9 o'clock yesterday. Kathy Wood is clearly a genius. She bought Twilio around 150, spent years telling investors it would be a major AI winner, then exited at around 70. Redbook just dropped at 10%. 10%. Jim Cramer or Kathy? Which one? All right, yeah, that's honestly a pretty good one. Jim Cramer or Kathy Wood today, guys? Who do you trust more? Honestly, Kathy, personally. You know, Jim Cramer. Maybe I should do a poll, but Jim Cramer or Kathy Wood? I gotta go with Kathy. Straight up. I gotta go with Kathy. I think she's been right about more. Long term especially. You know, she had some bad exits for sure. She had some missed plays, but I'm going with Kathy. But chat, what do you guys think? Jim Cramer or Kathy Wood? Yeah, Neo, I tried to tell people, bro. Listen, people, like, EV got big. The problem with EV is that if you're not one of the big boys, it's going to be incredibly difficult for you to succeed. And when I say big boys, I mean like maybe BYD in China, Tesla, and big automotives that are already out there, like Toyota or Honda or whatever, you know. If you're not one of the legacy automotive brands, and you're not Tesla, or maybe BYD, maybe Rivian you could throw in there too. If you're not any of those 3 or 4 groups, it's going to be incredibly hard for you to succeed in EV. You know, incredibly difficult, because people that want an EV, they're just going to buy one of those big four. They're not going to buy some up-and-coming EV nobody's ever heard of. You know, we see this with Lucid right now struggling. Like, Lucid company is struggling. They're laying people off, I think, right? We heard news of that yesterday. And Lucid EV company, the Lucid EV company is what I'm referencing, not the firm. And so I think if you're not in those four groups, Rivian, Tesla, Legacy, you know, it's going to be really hard to succeed. You know, maybe you can do it if they differentiate themselves enough from the sector, maybe, but still, yeah, I think there's risks. All right, so I asked people, Jim Cramer or Kathy Wood. You can trust Cramer will be wrong. Kathy lost her button. Neo, yeah, Kathy, Jim Cramer, Tom Lee. You can trust Cramer will be wrong. Jim Cramer is consistent. Neither. I trust neither. Just like Lee, yeah. I trust reverse Cramer. I trust my dog before I trust Cramer. Tom Lee by far. Kathy. Yeah, I like Kathy more than Cramer for sure. If geopolitical risks fade faster than expected while central banks shift towards accommodation, what fundamental argument remains for a prolonged bearish outlook on equities? I mean, if you take all the bearish arguments away, sure, right? But like what you're doing, like, and again, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. If oil continues to drop, geopolitics continues to get better, the net effect of those things is going to be inflation rate starts to decrease, right? When inflation rate starts to decrease, then we see less roadblocks to cuts. We see more stimulative monetary policy, depending on what the labor market looks like. I mean, yeah, that might be a situation where markets can continue to rise big. Even if those things don't happen, markets have shown the last year that we don't need that scenario necessarily to make markets go up. In the middle of the Iran conflict, when oil was at $110 a barrel, yields were ripping up. We still broke all-time highs numerous times, right? And so I think markets are really resilient right now, but I think a bear case scenario is going to be if we start to see some sell-offs in tech and chips. We start to see memory fading, tech fading, chips fading. If that causes like a snowball effect of fear, like we saw a little bit of that yesterday with tech correcting yesterday. The Kospi South Korean index dropped 10% with SK and Hynix dropping a lot. And that is kind of leading into snowballing into today where we're seeing more drops. The NASDAQ's testing lows of the day again right now, right? If we get a more magnified situation like today, but in a bigger, longer term picture, that's a situation where we might get a prolonged bear market. We saw it in 2000 where the internet bubble burst. Big technology was justifiable technology. It was very useful and influential technology in hindsight, but we still had a long bear market from it. The bear market wasn't as long as people thought it was, though. Like, really, in 2000, we had the dot-com crash. You know, rest in peace to Alan Greenspan. He passed away yesterday, but he famously said 4 years before 2000, in 1996, that we were in what he described as irrational exuberance. And yeah, markets didn't correct for 4 years, and then they corrected in 2000. Now, we had a situation, if you look at the history of markets, like I can put a weekly chart up on the NASDAQ. Like, we had the dot-com crash here. I should probably look at the S&P, but it's all right. We had the dot-com crash here. Here's 2000. And so we had this big crash, right? And we started to recover, right? So people make the bear market seem like it lasted decades. It didn't. What happened is that we crashed. By mid-2020, or by mid-2002, we started to recover back up, right? But then what happened is we had the we had the mortgage disaster in 2007, 2008. And so we had one bear market that kind of led to another here. We didn't really start getting back up there for a decade because we had two big macroeconomic events really negatively affect markets for, you know, basically the whole of 2000s was pretty volatile in markets. We started to rebound back in 2010 and beyond. And obviously, if you look at it in hindsight with AI and all the crazy moves, like, we've obviously gone way, way up here. But people might argue we need a correction now, that we're up so much short term that we need a correction. AI might be that next big technology, but it doesn't mean we're not going to get overvaluation fears and more. We also had Oracle now just released the SEC filing regarding the February 2nd share sale announcement of up to $20 billion of common stock. But yeah, there's 9 o'clock. There's the 9 a.m. scrum here. Crazy how fast it happens. Yeah. Could we see our first circuit breaker today, or do we bounce because of ABU earnings? Run up shakes. I don't know, dude. Circuit breaker today. What's the circuit breaker level? Is it 10%? What is it? All right, if the S&P drops by 7%, it's level 1. So 7%, 13%, and 20% are the 3 levels. So we have 7%, we get halted. 13%, we get halted again. 20%, I think we close for the rest of the day. You know? Yeah. So let's see. MU is all the way down to under 1100s. We'll see if the NASDAQ continues to break. I don't know. How much are we down on the S&P this morning today? Looking at circuit breaker levels. Circuit breaker levels down from 75.50 or 75.40 is where we close. 74.30s. Yeah, I mean, we're only down 1.5%. So we would have to drop another 5%, 5.5% today to hit the 7% level in the S&P. I don't know if we're necessarily going to do that. If you look at where we were yesterday at the highs versus where we are now, that's a different story, though. We're at about 7,600 at highs yesterday. We're now at 74.30. So we're down about 2.25% in the last 24 hours or so. But even still, they're going to use the previous close, and we would have to drop 5% today. That's a big drop. I don't necessarily think we're getting that. I mean, I think that's definitely not the most likely scenario, but it could happen. We'll see. Yeah, down 3% on the NASDAQ. Well, the NASDAQ's a different story. It generally moves a lot more. I mean, we could circuit breaker. It's unlikely we do. It's unlikely we do. I mean, look, people are freaking out on what? A 2% drop, 2.5% drop from yesterday's highs. They're freaking out on a 1.5% drop today. You know, if we drop 5, 6, 7%, oh no, I said the forbidden numbers, but if we drop that much, guys, we would have to have real fear in markets. That would be a really sketchy scenario here. So just be careful. It doesn't mean we're going to get stuff like that, but just be careful here. NASDAQ down to 29.7s. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out Lucid. Great way to learn end-of-day drawdowns on everything. No PDT rule in futures. You can day trade the S&P, NASDAQ, Dow. Most day traders lose money. Most day traders are going to lose. This is a cheaper way to learn. It's kind of a middle ground between a paper and a live account. I like Lucid because Lucid allows you... The Flex account has really free rules once you're actually funded. No consistency rule, no DLL, end-of-day drawdowns on everything. And that makes it really, really nice. So if you want a platform to learn on, try Lucid. Try Lucid. I'll put the link up. Great way to help support the channel. And they are an affiliate of mine. I get paid by them. Top 3 most biased person ever. Top 3 most biased person ever. But check them out. Here's the link. I appreciate the love. Thanks so much.
I don't think it's biased. A good product is a good product.
Yeah, but anytime I get paid by a company, I'm biased.
Well, no, I know. Sure. I mean, you definitely are. I'm just saying, like, you know, if they provide a good service, they just do.
Yeah, no, they're good. I think they're the best, personally. But there's the link right there. I'll put it to the top of the chat. Yeah, definitely Sam. Listen, I've got a 12-year-old son. Trust me, I hear those numbers. I'm tired of them, you know. We have taken over the Discord. Down for the day. Yeah, 75% of the time I'm wrong every time, Blue. I hope it's not another session of chop suey. Yesterday was choppy at the open, but it made up for it towards the rest of the day because markets dunked yesterday. What is this music, bro? Describe this music the best you can, chat. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like it's 90s club music. Double top, that's bad.
Night at the Roxbury? I don't know.
How long do I have to pass an Apex eval? I mean, you can pass it in one day. I don't think they give you a time limit, though. Is Top Step still bad? I like Top Step. Top Step's fine. Laugh song. Electronic pop. There's my guy, Femi. Hey, what's up, bro? Hope you're doing good, dude. Femi, what do you think about the market today, brother? What do you think? Honestly, It's definitely scary. NASDAQ's starting to test lows of the day again. We're at 718s right now. The haha song. I said I was gonna quit these vapes today, dude. I should. I tried, honestly. I gotta just throw them all away. Is really what I gotta do to quit. It is a nasty habit, dude. I quit for 15 years. Freaking concerts, bro. I drank a little bit and then, you know.
I know. Hey, look, it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
You know, slipped myself.
That's how it goes. Suburban trap music. I don't know what y'all listen to in the suburbs. Like I said, we listen to like... I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So we listen to Lil Boosie and Webby. And then we also listen to Lil Wayne a lot. And then we listen to Young Jeezy. You know, we listen to...
Don't count me in that group. I didn't listen to that stuff.
No. Yeah, but...
Just wasn't my thing. I'm not disparaging, just wasn't for me, that's all.
Yeah. Sting. Post MU and PCE, I think we still got room to run. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I hope so, Femi. I hope so, brother.
I listen to Linkin Park and Shinedown and Nickelback and all that stuff.
Yeah, they're all good. DJ Khaled. Who knew he was from New Orleans, bro? NBA Youngboy wasn't around at the time. Okay. So this was like, this was like 2000s, you know. MU just cracked these lows, though. One of the things that's dragging markets down here. MU is at 1080s. So MU still dumping down here under 1100s. I think the market would continue up through July and then correct through October. Yeah, I mean, if we do have rate decisions that influence rates up or down, I think either rate hikes or rate cuts, I do think we're going to get them at the end of the year. I think we're going to wait for at least a couple meetings before we change rates from where they are now. I think we'll keep rates steady. There's a 36% chance we'll hike in the next meeting. We still got what? Like we got like 6 weeks. We got 5 weeks now, I guess. And so I think there's a chance, but I don't think we're going to move rates until the end of this year, if we do move rates. What? Here, look, I'm not dealing with that. Do not mess with them right now. I'm streaming right now. I don't know. Don't mess with them. Again, it's in Maddie's room. You're going to have to wait. Do not unplug them. Do not mess with them. You understand? Because I'm streaming right now.
I'm not talking about that one.
Hey, buddy, listen. I need you to listen. Watch TV in the living room if you want, bro. All right? All right, love you, dude. Jack coming in here. Yeah, Kevin Gates. Yeah, for sure. Kevin Gates too.
I heard of that.
How much? Yeah, Jack's complaining. Hey, Jack, close the door, bro. Yeah. Hold on. Let me mute this for a second.
Okay. Do you guys think gold and silver are going to continue to dump? I'm just curious. I'm more interested in silver, honestly, because it's got a more easily accessible price point. But I'm interested in gold too.
Yeah, gold is down a lot. Sorry, I had to hit my son with, boy, you better get over here, close that freaking door, dude. Yeah, so I see NVIDIA has released BioNMO Agent Toolkit, an open source software to allow AI agent development without coding experience. Supermicro Semiconductors broadens AI at the edge solutions portfolio with Intel-powered platforms. Meta introduces Meta Glasses, a range of new styles from Meta. Look at MU though, guys. MU still fading here. Oh, I was speaking in caps for sure, please. I said, boy, you better get over here and close this door. I had to go southern on him real quick, real quick. Gold is garbage. I don't know. Gold long term's probably fine. Look at MU though, guys. MU's still dumping down here. We're at 1080s. We're at 29.7s on the NASDAQ. Just cracked lows again. Got down to 692s on the NASDAQ. So still fading here.
I tend to agree with you, Sam.
Gold breaks support. Silver. Is Jack long or short? I don't know. I'll have to ask him. Jack was short Roblox 3 years ago. He was right, too.
Amazon.
It was at $80 when he called this short. I asked Jack 3 years ago. I said, Jack, what do you think about Roblox stock? It's at $80. He was like, I think it'll be about half the price it is now in a few years. You know, Roblox is now $46. You know, so he was basically right. So maybe I should ask him more questions about markets.
Jack's a marketing guru.
If there's one thing he knows, it's Roblox. You know, if there's one stock that's his, you know, it's Roblox.
It's Prime Day on Amazon. Everyone sold their stocks to buy on Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah. Vision says he was wrong, so he must be a Roblox. He was honestly almost exactly right. He said this at 80. Roblox is now at 40s, so close enough.
See, way better investment opportunities in the past during major drawdowns than gold.
Yeah,
I would like to learn more about that.
Thank you, Charity, for the donation. Inflation and hikes getting priced in now. Yeah, I mean, I think they've been getting priced in. That's why gold has been dipping. You know, I think that's why gold's dropping here. Hold on, I got a voicemail this morning.
Wasn't me.
Well, it's somebody. Okay. Never. Contractors. Making Discord fun again. Yeah, join our Discord, guys. Completely free. Doesn't cost anything. What are y'all doing over here? Oh, dude, the memes are out of control, dude.
A lot of action in there. Come have fun. You know?
Yeah. Here's the link. Check it out. Great way to help support the channel.
Top 3 best Discords of all time.
Yeah, real quick. Look at the NASDAQ jump. So we did just pop a little bit on the NQ. Is gold jumping up too? Is this memory related? A little bit. Let's see. SanDisk. No. MU. Yeah, so gold. No, gold's not really moving here. NASDAQ did jump a little bit from these lows, though. It's not a huge move, but we are jumping a little bit. Let's watch 750. 750 is that historical support and resistance level. One thing that's not jumping right now is Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been fading basically all morning right now. Look at Bitcoin here. 62,000s. So Bitcoin continues to fall. Oil dipping. I trade right now. I just don't like any trades at this point in time. We're too low on the NASDAQ for me to... oil's not really moving. It did dip a little bit on that news, though.
You guys are just being ridiculous in the Discord.
Yeah, it's pew. We want more red. Oil's falling. Amazon went green. Did it really? SpaceX still pretty red. SpaceX now at 150s. Amazon is going up a little bit here. Look at SpaceX right now, though. SpaceX all the way down to 150s. Look at strategy. Bitcoin is in a bear market. Did he really, Jotto? Is that recent news?
Isn't that what he did last night?
Well, yeah, I don't see any news. I don't see quantum moving, so it has to be somewhat older. SpaceX is now dipped under 150s, though. Palantir having a good time. Palantir's green. It's at the 120s, though. Michael Saylor broke Bitcoin. Nah, I mean, you could go with a 4-year cycle argument in Bitcoin. You could go with high yields freaking Bitcoin out. Bitcoin's dropping for the same reason gold's falling, you know. And it's mostly to do with yields and inflation getting priced into markets. You know, gold, if you look at it here. Look at that 200 EMA on gold, dude. It follows that thing like... Look. 200 EMA just rejecting it. Gold's consistently falling down now, though, so... Yeah, IBM's up today. I saw it. ETFs broke Bitcoin, Sam says. Yeah, I don't know if it's recent news, though, just because I don't see quantum stocks really move that much. Nvidia and Apple are very good for trade. Yeah, Apple up. Here, I gotta change this music, dude. It's giving me flashbacks. Alright. Love the Bitcoin is dead calls. Bottom is close. Yeah, listen, we got 14 minutes until the market opens. There was news on Quantum last night. Yeah, it had to be last night. It wasn't recent. How low can SanDisk go? Carnival just reported earnings, by the way. Here's Carnival earnings in the chat right now. Yeah, I see Carnival earnings. Markets are fearful. What's up, Keo? Why do I always have the crowd? I don't know. You haven't been commenting that much today, but for some reason they've dubbed you one of my top fans. So thank you, Jay, for being my biggest fan ever. I feel stupid saying fans. I don't have fans, but YouTube labels it as fans. So I'm just going to go ahead. For my ego, I'm going to go ahead and call it fans. All right? Like, y'all are my fans here, guys. And I'm here today, you know? Thank you, fans, for the love and support. I knew I could do it and build fan bases, you know? But cheers to you guys. Seriously, I appreciate everybody that comments here. Y'all aren't fans. Y'all are friends. Y'all are my internet friends. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, everybody congratulate Jay Violet for being my #1 fan. My #1 fan.
Congratulations, Jay. You've made it.
Yeah, you've done it. You've done it. You know. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm thinking about trading now again. Gold continues to break down though. Nasdaq's right at the low, so I feel really greedy shorting it here. No, this is greed, shorting it right here, right? We love Brit. Why is everything going down? Everything's going down because markets are...
I love you guys too.
Yeah, markets are scared right now after tech corrections, memory corrections. MU's been breaking down, SanDisk has been breaking down some, and then we had overnight Asian session, Kospi Index, SK Hynix, Samsung all dumping. So, markets are just nervous. We're basically family. Y'all definitely are, you know.
See you guys at the barbecue, you know.
Yeah, that's right. What are you guys bringing? What's up, Zubair?
If anybody brings potato salad with raisins in it, you're done.
Raisins. Market sees AI is crap. AI is not crap. It's just, you know, AI will be the big thing, and it already is. But money-wise, money's gonna flow in. Like, money's gonna flow into it. It might take some time, and they're gonna monetize it through data, like everything else in tech. You know, so I'm not super bearish on AI. Maybe we correct though. It doesn't mean we're not gonna correct. But all right, guys, here we go. We got the opening bell in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. NASDAQ is right around the lows of the day here. Will the first minute be red or green? I'm going to assume the first minute is going to be green just from, like, bullish, you know, like buys coming through after all these pullbacks, but maybe I'm wrong.
We'll see.
Yeah, time will tell. Very red. Mac and cheese. What's a good appetizer for a barbecue? Mac and cheese. Cream corn. There's a lot of stuff, to be honest, really. Beans. I like beans.
Breaded buffalo chicken, you know.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. If you're talking about appetizers, I don't know. I mean, all those things are good. I wouldn't call them appetizers. Those are all sides to me.
Yeah. Thought about wings, but my wife said no. Fair.
And you'd be surprised what people put in, like, potato salad and chicken salad. I mean, talking about apples, pecans, and raisins, and you just keep that stuff. You know, I mean, it's okay in chicken salad, but if you put it in my potato salad, I'd be angry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big mustard guy, so I don't really like any of that stuff.
I like a little bit in it.
Bitcoin should see sub 30,000 if things go normally. I'm just one level at a time. Where's the bottom of Bitcoin? Chat. I ask this question almost every day. Most of the time, the one I side with the most is 50. Real quick, I thought we might have a green open, but we're starting to bounce back a little bit leading into it, so maybe. I don't see a green open. I I don't necessarily think we're gonna get green action all day today, Jason. I think the first candle, like the first 1 minute candle, might be green, and then we could see like green to red is what I'm looking at. I might be wrong, and this is just a straight up guess, but that's what I'm thinking here. They're gonna keep talking about food, Britt. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Dude.
I'm not. I've
gonna
noticed.
keep doing it. Yeah.
I know they're trying to get me to engage.
Yeah.
And I want to. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah. I know. They know you do. They know you do. 44 to 51,000. What do you put on a hot dog? Chili and cheese. Oh crap! I fell for it. Hold on. Let me pivot away from that. 47,000 is right. Yeah. What happened to markets? Markets are scared right now, heading into the opening bell. We also have the market on open data in 3 minutes, guys. We'll see how much it moves things. But
so now we know your weak spot is hot dogs, huh, John?
It really is, dude. It really is. I'm buying MU here. Yeah, look, MU has been what's been fading down some today too. MU and SanDisk, and MU has earnings tomorrow. But you can see MU is down to under 1100s right now. It's at 1080s, 1090s so far today. So it's looking a little sketchy here. He's looking for a short position. I'll look for a green to red move. I think a green to red move might have some edge today. I might be wrong. We'll see. I got to wait for the open. But I'm looking at a green to red potentially, or a red to green. I'll probably buy a red to green too. But basically, I have no idea what market's going to do at the opening bell. We'll have to wait and see. But,
so basically, you're looking at a move up or down, one way
up or
the other.
down, or sideways. Sideways possible too. You know, up and then down. You know. So, yeah. Let's see what we get today. No green today. Bad news for profit taking. The bear trap. Buy the dip or wait for tomorrow earnings. Earnings tomorrow are going to be the big question mark. Down, up first. Lie to me, tell me it can go left. Yeah. If it's up, it'll be fast. Yeah, I think maybe the first candle will be green. But then after that, who freaking knows what we're going to get. But I think maybe the first candle is green. Heading into the market on open data, we have 1 minute. What's up, Tiny? Good morning.
Hey, Tiny.
I'm probably buying Palantir today. Sideways, it's likely green spot on the rule. Iran State Media says the western part of the country's airspace is now open, apparently. Red therapy. Yeah, things could drop. I mean, it just depends on if fear gains control at the open, right? Like markets are really on edge with everything. But it depends on whether fear takes control. Like if we get big, at the same time though, y'all be careful. What got me yesterday in markets here is if we look at the NASDAQ had one of the biggest bull traps yesterday. And that's what got me. I know this got a lot of people too. NASDAQ got really close to the all-time high levels. Here's all-time high in the NASDAQ, 31,000 in the NASDAQ right here. We got up very, very close to that. Got a lot of optimism from it, and then just had a huge couple red candles, and then we basically continued down. So be careful. Be careful. It can be trappy right now, so just be careful. Market on open data is about to drop right now, so let me zoom in here. See how this affects things. Here's the MOO. All right, so far red MOO candle. 29 720s, 716s, 722s. Target was a buy at 81. Why didn't you tell us? I did tell us, bro. I told everybody I was buying Target down there, dude. My average price in Target is at 86. You know? It's hard to beat this green, you know? Yeah, market on open data is red though. Look, so look at NASDAQ on this market on open data. We're at 29,700s, under that now at 29.6s. So yeah, we are down from most of this here. It's MOO, market on open data. It's the orders getting, it's the orders for the opening bell going through, and traders react to them, and that's what's going on. So far, they've reacted negatively. There must be a lot of fear in the market on open data. We have 4 minutes left until the open. Open is going to be red. Everything dumping, help. Yeah. Everything is dumping right now. Gold. Gold is honestly not dumping that as bad as it could be. We are green on the day, but very slightly green. Who's Walsh?
Who's who?
Any impact from PMI, John? Somebody said Walsh. It's Walsh.
Maybe they're
with
talking
the
about
R.
Joe Walsh from the Eagles, you know?
Yeah. Maybe they're talking about Welsh grape juice.
Maybe.
Gold is worse. Good news on Iran deal will help markets. Bitcoin, they're going to start buying. Bitcoin is going to react to yields. If oil prices continue to stay low, it should be good for Bitcoin and gold, right? So the question with Bitcoin and gold with like a medium-term outlook is going to be, does oil stay down? If oil stays down, inflation gets better, we have less roadblocks to cuts, less likelihood of hikes, and more. So that's the question with gold and Bitcoin right now is does oil stay down? And does it, Chad? That's a good question. Yeah, they're talking about Walsh, who's the FOMC chairman, David, but I'm messing with it because they said Walsh. Does oil stay below where it's at now? In 3 months, is oil higher or lower than where it's at now in the 74s? Looking at oil here. What was that? 73s actually right now. Higher or lower in 3 months? Lower. Email Sailor for a refund. Where's the money headed? Hey, good luck.
Don't want it to go too low. It's in the upstream sector of oil and gas starts to stagnate, and that stagnates the downstream sectors as well.
Yeah, for the opening bell, I'll give you guys the song for what's lower. Yeah, NASDAQ just cracked lows again. It's at 678 right now, heading into the open. This guy's laughing at you all right here. A minute and a half now. A minute and a half. Oil continues to fall, though. Oil's at 73s. My heart will go on. Definitely it will. Alright, NASDAQ crack lows again. Just jumped a little bit here. We have 1 minute until the opening bell, guys. Make sure you hit the live button. Put it in 2x speed if you want to catch up to the stream. I gotta drink some coffee. Wake up. Bitcoin is now under 62,000s. Markets are scared right now, guys. We are scared. Shorting is easy money today. Well, I don't know if it's ever easy money. It's definitely fearful in markets right now. Opening bell in 40 seconds, guys. 40 seconds. The dancers are out in chat right now, the song. It's like their bat signal, you know. I know. Yeah, gold is, GC is gold futures. And so if you want to see short term what gold's doing, NASDAQ is actually jumping up a little bit here. We got 15 seconds, guys. Here we go. Let's see what the NASDAQ does here. Here's the opening bell. Good luck, friends. Hit the live button next to the play button. Put it in 2x speed. You'll catch up. All right, here's the bell. There's the open. NASDAQ with a little red candle here.
Yeah, gold too.
And NASDAQ cracked lows at the opening bell, 660s. Yeah, I'm not really super fearful of a correction, to be honest. And I'm in stuff too, but like,
Gold's hitting
when in doubt,
128
zoom out.
and 27.
Yeah, so we did have a red candle so far. 30 seconds into it. 670s, 680s. It looks bearish, but we're too close to the opening bell to really get a good... I gotta wait another 3 or 4 minutes here. Yeah, I'm looking at oil continues to fall. IBM has fallen.
Bitcoin
SanDisk
just broke under 62.
Yeah. MU is down at the opening bell as well. Hit 1060s here. So we did get a red candle at the open. IBM dipped all the way to 250s as well. Alright, so far we've had one red candle at the opening bell. We cracked lows. We just cracked lows again on the NASDAQ. Look at the breakdown. We're at 625s, 650s, or 620s. Heading towards 600 here. Definitely a red open so far.
Dude, I hope
That-
not random.
It doesn't mean anything yet, though. We could retrace back up and rebound here. And that's what we're starting to do. So we've almost filled the opening gap down. So we had a red open. Now we've filled it back up here. We're back up to 700s now on the NASDAQ. So we'll look for a range breakout here. But this is a red to green move so far. It's too close to the opening bell for me to trade it, though. I'm using TOS and I'm using Trade of 8. Alright, so far we are now green since the opening bell. I would normally buy a dip like this, but we've been so fake out heavy in markets, I gotta wait. And it's too early for me to tell. Bitcoin back over 62,000 here. Memory starting to bounce back here. SanDisk hit 2,000 even. That's probably why it... SpaceX is down to 149s. Alright, NASDAQ now effectively green since the opening bell.
And Bitcoin pumped up to
62 something.
5.
Yeah. A little bit early here, though. How much time are we at? So we're exactly 3 minutes into the open now. There's the new candle. We do see
like
big
gold.
tech rebounding a little bit. Gold's back up some too. It's at 41.30s.
Let's say it looked like it was following suit, but we're getting a little bit of a red candle here right now. I don't know if it'll hold.
I gotta let things play out first, but yeah, it's too early. Liquidity jam. Yeah, it's still too early to celebrate. Hey, thank you, Chef, for the 5 memberships. Falcos, you get a membership. Vegas, you get a membership. DH, you get a membership. Sanguine, you get a membership. E1, you get a membership. So thank you, brother. Appreciate it, Chef. Thank you, dude.
Thanks, Chef.
Everybody say thank you to
Oprah of
Chef.
the stream.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody gets memberships. We're still too early, though. I don't know what to do here in markets. But yeah, thanks again, Chef. Appreciate it, brother. Let's see what the opening bell brings here, dude. It's a little sketch. I would normally buy this, but I think it's too early. Memory plays are... So we have, like, big tech rebounding. Google's back up some. That's driving some of this. SpaceX is still down almost 4% on the day, though. It's still bounced at 150. Just be careful. This kind of looks like a consolidation, morning so far. We're 4.5 minutes into the day. Starting to creep back up. Watch the 200 exponential right around 800s. I think that's the next big level right here. I'm watching it. We're going to trade. We just got to wait for a good setup here. I maybe look for an orange board breakout. Hey, thank you, Chef. I appreciate it, brother. How do I get a membership? Well, you got to buy one. It randomly gives it to 5 different people is what it is. And sorry, you weren't lucky enough today, sir. You can now use the dog emoji. Rosie. Best dog ever. Yeah, we got flash manufacturing in 10 minutes. Yeah, we'll see what manufacturing data gives us. It's manufacturing and services. 530 next. Yeah, that's the next low, maybe. The question is, do I want to short the 200 exponential? See if we get some bear reversals here. I like green to red moves a little bit more than red to green, so I'm looking for them, but...
The real question is, with 1,200 people in here, why haven't more people hit the like button? That's what
are we at right now?
268.
Yeah, I'm going to start a task force to figure this out, guys.
I'm going to head it up.
All right, NASDAQ down to 730s. Again, pretty muted open, all things considered, with everything going on in the last 24 hours. I'm looking for a green to red move, personally, but I'm definitely not tied to that. Like, I will wait if I need to, but... Because memory is consolidating. We do have MU earnings tomorrow. We do see some Mag 7 bouncing back here, though. Gold is continuing to bounce back some as well. Yeah, Meta's ripping up to 560s. Google is up as well since the open. Still red on the day, but still up since the open. SanDisk just cracked lows again though, under 2,000. So I think this could drive things back down for SanDisk. It's under 2,000 now. MU starting to reverse back to the downside here. Yeah, MU down to 1060s. Look at SanDisk here. So I think this is partly what's driving it. SanDisk just turned down. Yeah, Spacex has been struggling. I think we're going down today. Are y'all bull or bear now that the market is open, guys? Let me know. Bull or bear? QBTS, Quantum. Gold's actually doing all right, though.
Kind of hard to tell for me right now, but I'm not super bullish today, or at least not right now.
Are you trading today, Britt?
No, not yet. I mean, I'm going to. I'm a little skittish right now, though, honestly.
Yeah, remember, money's made in waiting, not trading. So.
Yeah.
All right, so NASDAQ bouncing a little bit here, but...
A last account getting burned made me a little gun shy.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, so here's the opening range right now. Pretty small. What's up, Tobias? Half bullish. All right, so I asked the chat, are you bull or bear? I see bear, bull on software, QBTS, bull on crypto, waiting, feels bearish, bear, bull, strong V-shape at 11:30, bear, full on grizzly bear. Fear of rate hikes is kicking in, half bullish. You can use the emojis. I always told people I wouldn't charge for content, so I don't give any extra content to members. I appreciate you guys, but it's just a way to help support the channel. There's no paywalls.
You just get that awesome green name too.
Yeah, that's right. The coveted, they say.
They do. It's like the green jacket in golf, you know.
That's right. Yeah, we at 29,750s. I mean, we got a higher low here, which is good short term for the NASDAQ. I'm watching MU and SanDisk the most, though. See if they can pick up some steam. Just be careful, guys. Hey, thank you, Kay, for the dollar, brother. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you for the donation, man. Yeah, the volume for the opening...
The advice straight jacket.
Yeah, volume for the opening bell's a little bit low right now, to be honest. Yeah, QBTS is running. Quantum is actually running up. Well, maybe that news that they talked about earlier. Rigetti's at 22s. QBTS is at 26s. QUBT is up as well. All right, so again, here's that 200 exponential 800 level I talked about. We get over that and hold, we're looking bullish, but I don't trust it. But let's see. Let's watch 800s here. IONQ. Kind of looks like it's buying, it's a sell so far. Yeah, that 800 level just pushed us back down a little bit here. It's the 200 exponential. Algorithms react to the 200 EMA a lot. So, although gold is jumping up still. Membership. All right, so we're at 770s. Gold is jumping up. Look at gold right here. IRE
Get your straight jacket.
Rotating into the first time on Mag 7s. Hey, do me a favor. Are we in sub-only mode here?
Yes. At least I think you put it in earlier.
I don't think I did. We are not.
It said you did. What the heck? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, SpaceX down to 147s right now, guys. Look at SpaceX. And I'm not in big enough to where I'm really going to be nervous about this, but here's low of the day at 146.80s for SpaceX. SpaceX looks like it's about to crack it. Yeah, SpaceX dumping down here.
You have a lot of ambient noise.
Did you hear? Do you hear that?
Yeah, I do. I don't know
Hammers?
if they do, but I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. I'm used to like those manly sounds because I do a lot of work around my house. But
Right. Yeah, me too. I do all the work here. That's actually me right now. You know, I'm in the other room. You know.
dude, you're the greatest multitasker of all time.
Yeah, that's me right now. All right. So SpaceX did crack these lows, got really close to the low of the day here. MU is still turning. I'm bearish right now. I'm gonna look for a green to red move here. Oh, that's a pretty big green candle though. Hold on, let's wait. All right, I'm gonna short here. It's risky. It's just a few contracts. I'm gonna look for like a head and shoulders and then a green to red move.
MSTR showing signs of life.
All right, so we're short. Let's fall. I'm gonna take one off here and try to just build up a cushion on the day and be a little bit loose with the other piece, and then add to it if it goes more in my favor again. I'm watching memory try to hold, and it looks like it's kind of holding, so I'm still looking for like a head and shoulders like pattern, but 200 EMA might prop us down here. I'm trading really small right now though, because I don't trust any of this.
Somebody from Lebanon says new round of U.S. backed talks with Israel could be decisive. I only said somebody because I can't pronounce the name.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, it's just I think markets are getting numb to that type of news.
Probably, but I mean, long term it is pertinent, so that's why I read
for sure.
some of it.
We are down.
Can I let John know PMI? What?
Oh, PMI data. Yeah, coming out
Yeah,
in less
yeah.
than a minute. Less than a minute for PMI data. I forgot.
Thanks for the reminder, Max.
Yeah, I'm in a position right now, so that's actually helpful. So yeah, PMI data drops in less than a minute here, actually. Flash services and manufacturing data. I got 45 seconds. I'll see if this trade continues to work, but very choppy open, to be honest here. We made money on this trade so far, but see if we push down ahead of PMI data. And I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity to just get out and wait. We made money on it, but very small. PMI data just dropped in 25 seconds here, guys. 25 seconds for manufacturing PMI. All right, here we go. 15 seconds. See what happens. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. All right, 5 seconds. All right, and here's the data release right now. PMI data stronger than expected on both fronts. 55.7 for manufacturing versus 54.6 and 51.3 for services versus 51.1. Stronger than expected manufacturing data here, which could be good or bad depending on if the markets fear inflation too much. But so far we have a positive reaction from data here. Again, both of them were stronger than expected. Global composite was 52.2 versus 51.5. Services was 51.3 versus 51 roughly. And manufacturing, again, 55.7. Stronger than expected everywhere here. So I don't know how much this is going to move markets, but we did have the data just released here. I'll put the services data up in the chat as well. All of it was stronger than expected, though. Higher than expected for everything here, which, again, could be good, could be bad, depending on how much the market fears inflation. But I just posted those numbers in the chat right now.
Now, that was you to the rescue, Max, because I forgot to. So, thanks.
Now this looks bearish here. And I don't think the market necessarily, I think the market fears inflation, so I might take a position here again. We are green on the day. I'm going to take a very small piece and then add to it, which should be in everybody's risk management system, is adding to winners. Taking larger size once you have better risk. But here's this breakdown here. There we go. Nice. They'll retrace back up. All right, so we are breaking down some here. I don't want to add to this here though. We're in the high volume area, so I want to wait, but it has been a very choppy day. And we're green here, just not green like we want to. Maybe on a retracement I can buy, but there's too big of a chance that we'll like spring up if I do. All right, we're gonna add to this here, see if we come back down. See if we dump down here. Maybe a little greedy on my part. All those shorts that I got in earlier are getting out now. So we're gonna cut it and wait. We're basically flat on the day. We were green earlier, so back to square one. What is Chips doing? Spacex starting to rebound back up here. Here's MU. Very big green candle here. Yeah, now the NASDAQ is running. Do we have any news? Is that what this is? Let me find it.
Don't see anything. Hold on. Oh, there was a... Oh. No, I mean, there was an irrelevant tweet like 12 minutes ago, but other than that, I don't see anything.
Yeah. Market's starting to get some strength here. We did buy a dip here again, but again, like I said, we're kind of flat on the day here. We reversed our position real quick. Big squeeze out. I'll go ahead and cut it at the top there. So like I said, we're almost completely flat on the day. We're actually technically green a little bit. We got to watch memory. The problem is that memory isn't really going anywhere. Look at MU right now. So MU is completely flat since the opening bell. Just not doing anything. And look at the NASDAQ start to run back up too. So NASDAQ's still climbing. I don't see any news. I think this is just markets. I think this is shorts getting squeezed out. I will buy a dip here too if we get something good here. So we'll look to buy a pullback and capitalize on this, but take one and start small. Okay, well that worked nice. There we go. I'm gonna cut it there and get out pretty quickly here and build up. We have a cushion on the day now, so we can take larger risks. So now we're gonna go into our second phase where we take a little bit larger risk. We'll look for that 800 level, which was previous resistance, is now support. So we'll look maybe for a pullback to there, but I think I have to wait and let this play out first now. Apple's doing great today. MU started to bounce back too, so we started to see memory coincide with what we're seeing in markets. SpaceX is back up to almost green on the day as well. Google's been really ripping up. It's almost green on the day as well. MU still in a range, but starting to break to the upside of it. SanDisk is actually weaker than MU today since the open. Back to $2,000 a share though for SanDisk. So if that level holds resistance, maybe we get pullbacks now. I don't know. Yeah, Meta's been running up a lot today too. I've seen that. Apple's doing good. Yeah. Marvell bounce. SanDisk only $2,000. Mags almost all green. All right, so there's another opening high break. We're up to 860s now. So we're starting to see some rebounds today. Some of these gaps from overnight filling. Why is the market so slow? I don't know if it's slow. Nasdaq's starting to bounce back here. Look at gold. Gold's bouncing back as well. I think maybe we just overreaction. I gotta watch 30,000 on that Nasdaq, which is still pretty high above us here, but yeah, market's just getting better. It's not super choppy now. We're starting to head up. Green is starting to show up in markets. Look at this big green candle here. Look. It's a very green here. I don't want to short it for sure right now, but MU and SanDisk starting to rebound. SanDisk is over 2,000 now. So SanDisk just propped over 2,000. MU's almost 1100s again. Look at this rip here, guys. So we're over 29,900. So maybe if we keep going up, we could break. We could break 30,000. We're still ways above that. I'm looking for a dip to like 860, maybe 850s even. It just depends on how quickly it happens. But I also feel a little greedy attacking another continuation move in this market. So just be careful. Dollar still rising. Well, the dollar's pulling back since the bell. There's non-15s. V-shaped recovery. You can see it on the chart. We have a cushion on the day. I'm going to look to buy more, though. Maybe if we get a large enough pullback to 850s or 60s here. But I need a pullback. I can't just buy this blindly. We're getting over some resistance levels there. You can see some of these resistance levels in the chart. 915, 930. We hit 916s, so there's a sell-off happening now. Not a sell-off, but a pullback here. I need 60s or 50s before I buy, which is still probably a little greedy. SanDisk is still stuck at 2000s. It's actually just dipped below it here real quick. So there's 860s. Ah, dude, I wanted 860s too. We just tapped it. Look, here's 860s right here. If that's the bottom. Ah. We wanted it. We missed it. Yep. No, 860, at least it builds confidence. That was the right level. I just missed it. It happened too quickly. I don't know if I want it again now. If it pulls back there, I need deeper pullback. Looking for sells now. The dollar index actually just popped up a little bit. It's at 101.20s. Now if we get all the way down to 850s or 840s, I don't know if I like it anymore. Yeah, see, there's a bigger pullback. Dollar index is jumping still. Spacex is back up to green on the day. It's at 155s. I'll buy it here. Did I get filled? No, I did not. Okay, I'll buy it here. Small though. We have a cushion on the day, so we can add a little bit to this, but I don't really, I'd rather it just retrace up quickly. All right, we took half off there. There we go. Take the other half off there. All right, so now we have a much larger cushion to play with now. The momentum on the upside is still very strong though. Bull or bear right here, guys? What do you guys think? Are y'all bullish or bearish? NASDAQ testing, opening high again. Testing highs again. Back over 900s. MU is sideways, right? This is what's happening is that MU is testing 2000, big psychological level. Or not MU, SanDisk, I mean. MU just tapped 1100s. Alright, so I asked people bull or bear. Green, bull, bull, rhino, bull. Crapshoot, gonna take a while either way. Bullish, mostly bulls. I don't blame you guys. I mean, I've mostly been long today since the bell. We made a little shorts, but yeah, we're getting close to 30,000. We'll see if it holds. MU is gonna shock the markets tomorrow. Biggest earnings for AI. It's gonna set the rest of the year up. On the upside or downside, Nick? What do you guys think? Hey, good luck, Pack. Yeah, good luck, dude. Down, up. Yeah. I mean, that's not beyond the realm. MU could just rip like SanDisk. NASDAQ still ripping higher here, though. We have a nice cushion on the day, but we'll add more if we get a large enough pullback. I don't hate the volume profile right now, up to 980s or so, 990s. We're also getting close to 30K, so I might miss it here though. Airbus executives meet with Vice Premier in China to discuss expanding investments. About to get stopped out. Oh, you short? Oh, yeah, that's a risky bet, dude. Trying to call the top of big momentum is usually risky, brother. NASDAQ still pushing. Here's 950s. Richmond Manufacturing Index came in at 4 versus 9 expected. Yeah, I'm seeing Richmond data show up at 10 o'clock. I don't know if it's really going to move things. Again, guys, if you haven't already, check out Lucid. Lucid's good because end-of-day drawdowns and everything. Like, that's why Lucid's good, is because it has EOD drawdowns and everything. Right, which makes it really useful. Also, if you look at Lucid Flex, right, the reason people like Lucid Flex is because once you're actually funded on Lucid Flex, it's got the best rules in the game. NASDAQ continues to rip at 980s here, guys. Wow. Yeah, like I said, this was where I thought we could move pretty quickly on the volume profile. Look at the fast movement. 30,000 is right here. So 30K is right here. So we're basically there right now. How you guys doing? You guys red or green so far today? You can check out the Lucid link right there if you want. Also, Apex still has their $17 accounts right now. You can get a 5-pack bundle. I think it's, what, 85 bucks right now for 5 accounts. Cheapest accounts in the game. If you want to account the guinea pig on and try out, and maybe you don't have that much experience, Apex is great. Super cheap accounts. If you like copy trading as well, you know, you can get a bunch of accounts at a time and then trade all of them simultaneously. It has a better risk reward in a lot of ways. Here's 30,000 here.
Sounds like a steal of a deal to me. Can you guys really not afford to do it? Sorry, afford not to do it is what I meant to say.
Yeah, Bitcoin. No, that's not VWAP. This is just a 30,000 whole dollar number here. Am I crazy for shorting this? Wanting to short this? Thinking we might tap 30K and then dip back down. Look, I'll try to short it. It's a risky bet. Maybe the dumbest bet ever. Let's see if it pays off. We tapped it. I'm gonna get out half of this actually. I don't trust it at all, but look. Alright, I'm gonna get out here. Just a little scalp at these levels. They had this rejected at the VWAP also here, so I might short it again actually. Hold on, let's see. SanDisk keeps falling down too. The short idea was right. At least short term. Yep.
Nice one, Pew. I've been looking for a spot to use that reference. You beat me to it.
Yeah, I don't know how much it's going to break down, but a lot of the time, like, we have these big milestone levels like 30K right here. A lot of the time we go up to those levels, tap them, and then get rejected back down. And so that was the idea behind that short. I'm not going to hold it for a long time, though, realistically. Too risky. And I also see SanDisk is back under 2,000. So I see memory play starting to come back down a little bit. Momentum's against me for sure, but, like, you know. We're at 980s now. Let's see what happens. $985s. Alright, so now we're back at 30. See what happens at 30. We're right there. MU's doing okay though. It's over 1100. SanDisk is struggling. We got the VWAP above us at 30,040s too. MU's doing alright though. Struggling to get over 30 though. Dollar index still rising. Tempted to short this again. Alright, we just jumped in short again. Is this American greed? So far it's not. There we go. Take a little bit off here. Hold the rest maybe flat. There we go. Yeah, it keeps holding. Let's see. We'll give it one more chance and then cut it break even. There we go. Buys keep stepping in here though. Let's see if they get chipped away. There we go. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get out there. Just range trading it right now. We're up hundreds on the day though, so we're up pretty nice amount here, but yeah, so the reason Lucid is good, right? Like I talk about this a lot, but the reason Lucid is good is because Lucid Flex, once you're actually funded, there's a 50% consistency rule on the eval, but once you're actually funded, No daily loss limit below initial trail, no consistency rule. So very reasonable once you're actually funded on Lucid Flex. This is why a lot of traders like Flex accounts. Also, end of day drawdowns and everything, 10-to-1 micro scaling, 90-10 profit split, no payout windows. They process my payout in like 1 minute. And so if you want to help support the channel, use coupon code BGT at checkout. I appreciate the love. Thanks so much, guys. Shameless plug here. It's only my second plug all day, I think. So there's the link. Check it out.
I'm sure they forgive you, John. You know.
Yeah. So we got some Supreme Court rulings. They ruled in favor of bid by Cisco to end lawsuit by Falun Gong members alleging company facilitated stuff. U.S. Supreme Court rules in favor of Exxon. All right, here's a retest of 30,000 here. So we're retesting 30K. So they give you a demo all, they test your skill with the demo account. If you pass the test, they fund you. If you fail, you only lose what you paid for it. So it's kind of like limited risk. It's a good way, it's kind of a middle ground between paper and real money. If you don't want to fund your own account thousands, which is a lot of risk for new traders especially. You could try this and get started for like, I gotta remember what the Flex account is. I think it's like $50 if you haven't used the 50% off link or something like that. Maybe less than that. Are y'all red or green on the day, guys? Did I ask this already?
Maybe, but it doesn't hurt to ask again.
Yeah, the pro account, you can get funded in 1 day, I believe, all. But once you're funded, there is a consistency rule. So it's just pros and cons. It's a little bit easier to pass, I would say. No consistency rules on the eval. But, all right, so we're at 950s here. 30,000 still holding as resistance. Green, very red, very green. Green still out a little more. Green, very green. Bull trap, neutral. Stay green, chat. Later, P. Red, neutral. Yeah, we're still breaking down here, which is what I was concerned about at 30K. So, let's see if we keep holding, but still flushing. Reddish. Yeah, I'm green for sure. Look at MU here. So we're honestly pretty sideways in MU. Here's a retest of 30 maybe here. We're bouncing back up some, but yeah, DRAM still holding though, like SanDisk and DRAM. DRAM is up a little bit, so like they're holding okay. They're still red on the day, like very red overnight. But all right, here's a retest of 30. I almost want to buy this now. I'm not gonna do it yet, but I almost want to. Maybe up to like 40 up there. 30,040 makes sense. VWAP's right there. Second pump incoming, bullish. Yeah, Spacex is back up some. Still down on, you know, the last 24 hours, but back up some. Yeah, so the buy would have worked too. You get VWAP up here at 3040, I think makes sense, but yeah, we just got faked out at the top, so I gotta just wait, I think.
Microsoft estimates $4.7 billion in spend from 2024 to 2028 in Wisconsin for hyperscale construction.
That's good. Yeah, Microsoft kind of needs good news too.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's back up today though. It's at 370, so it's doing all right. MU reclaim 1150. Fimi says that we're good. Yeah, 1150. I like that level. More greens. DRA drum was over dramatic. Yeah, probably.
And oil down to 72.67.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty low for oil. All
Yeah.
things considered, $70 oil is unheard of in recent markets. So
I agree.
bought SpaceX this morning. Yeah, so that 30,000 level still acting really difficult to break here. Really hard to break this level. You know, still struggling to hold. Yeah, Kospi index dumping down freaked people out, but now we're just kind of sideways. I never bought a dip so fast in my life. Alright guys, look, here's 30,000. News has been a little light here. We don't have any news tomorrow either, I think. Let me check. I don't think we do. Now we're just kind of struggling at this top here. Now we got new home sales, that's it. GDP, PCE, and jobless claims on Thursday, though. SpaceX is still a favorite to 300.
You have an opening bell timer set for tomorrow?
Oh, it must have just reset after a certain point, guys. Yeah, AI built it, guys. Don't get mad. AI built it.
It's gonna be a long stream, man.
Claude did it. Claude did it. You know? It must have reset. After a little while, it said markets open in big bright green. I liked it, so I left it. And apparently, after leaving it for a certain point, I was like, you know what? Let's go to tomorrow's opening bell.
That was nice.
Freaking Claude,
I mean, hey,
man.
I'll try to power through with you if you want to, but that's a long one.
I can go yell at him real quick and be like, Claude, what are you doing? You know, get it right, bro. Get it right.
Cool.
Yeah.
To be clear, I was talking about Claude, not you, with that last one.
No, I took offense to it, Britt. You know. All right, well, look, we're back up to
You
30,000 here. VWAP right above us. Right above us. I don't know what to do here with markets. It's kind of boring. Yeah, that's right. Green told you Amazon was going to do good today. Bro, I got so many told yous in the chat, bro. Y'all realize, listen, no offense to you guys, but I don't see half of y'all's comments telling me what to do. You know how many people tell me what to do in this chat, bro? The whole chat is filled with you know, Magic 8 Ball, freaking, you know, predictors. I have no freaking idea what markets are gonna do, guys. No idea. So just, you know.
You could spice it up, you know, like trade on a coin flip or something.
Yeah. That's right. But so every day they're like, see, I told you market would go up. Market goes up like 0.001%. They're like, see, I told you. I knew what would happen. I knew it. And y'all are right. Y'all did know it.
Yeah, you listened to us. We told you.
I know it. You know, that would be the worst trading advice ever. Like, hey, this guy says to buy it. Let me buy it right now. You know?
Yeah. Like, man, this dude I've never met and never heard of is telling me to do something. I better hop to it.
The meatballs? Definitely meatballs. Dollar index is still pushing up, though. I don't know if that's necessarily good.
Dude, I had meatballs last night. I know that's not what they're talking about, but
Oh,
they
no.
were delicious. I'm not going to get deep into it, but, you know, just as a small aside.
Maybe the meatball was the trap, bro. Maybe he was like, that was like a slick one if he did trap us with that. You know, the meatballs.
If it was intentional, it was.
To be fair, though, Britt, you fall for it so easily, dude.
Dude, I'm
Britt's
very
like, somebody
passionate
say,
about food, so it's
somebody
kinda
say
hard not to.
meatballs? Yeah. Somebody say meatballs? I'm on it. Yeah.
And being Sicilian, I especially love meatballs. So, you
Yeah,
know,
I know.
I kind of had to.
I'm just messing with you, dude. It's all good, bro.
I know.
Go all in on something that won't be boring. No worries, John. I tell you what to do. Buy oil, short gold. So you're hawkish, Rand. You know. Always go long. You'll never lose. The only reason John is the number 3 is because the other 2 are in chat. That's right, you know.
You know, if they're really so good, why aren't they in the market instead of being in chat?
That's right. You know, well, they're both. I mean, I multitask here. You know.
Yeah, but you're the greatest. You know.
That is true. That is very true. MU up to 1100s right now, guys. So MU is rebounded back up here. SanDisk is as well. So memory says, what's a slump? We don't need a slump. What's the Kospi index? Memory says. We're still moving up. Google up a lot as well. Almost green on the day. Apple very green on the day. AMD's pretty red still, but green since the opening bell. Meta flying up to 570s here. So where's gold? Gold's up a little bit. Still not great, though. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin is up since the open. All right, NASDAQ's still struggling to hold over 30K, although memory is bouncing back, so I'm a little bit more optimistic. Puts on strategy. Yeah, and what's this thing with everybody always mad at me for sniffling in the morning, dude? My nose is stopped up. Are y'all trying to imply it's for some other reason?
They make you cry so much is what it is.
I'm just not thinking about that. If so, get your mind out the gutter, dude. It's like 6 a.m. Texas time when I start the stream. Come on now. I would never be as consistent as I am with those type of problems.
Could it be? Maybe they make you sad because of all their bad advice.
Honestly, dude, I ate, like, I tried to wait. I know this is kind of getting into food territory, but I tried to wait before I ate, and then I waited a few hours before I went to sleep. Nose is still stuffy.
You say something about food?
Yeah, I made a joke. I made a joke in the chat, Britt. You missed it. I said this market is toast. Oh wait, I was gonna see if you responded to it, but you didn't. You didn't see it. You know.
I don't like toast.
Okay, so y'all can mention toast. All right.
Nah, we're talking about paninis. No, I'm kidding.
Dollar index up to 101.30s. All right. SpaceX kind of pulling back though here. Look at SpaceX. 155s right now.
And they're really trying.
NASDAQ finally over 30,000 here. I don't know what I want to do with it yet, but NASDAQ back over 30. Here's the VWAP though is the problem. So it depends on what memory does. MU bouncing, SanDisk bouncing. So both of those are already over the VWAP and the 200 exponential. So they're still doing all right, but stretch weekly candles look something from a horror movie. Yes. This is a freestyle beat if I ever heard one. Brit, freestyle, dude.
Yes. Freestyle
what? Right now.
Oh, I came
whatever's in your mind.
Awesome new song. I came up with this awesome new song about living in Bel Air. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, it kind of sounds like. Yeah. It kind of sounds, it's dance music for sure. NASDAQ back up to the VWAP here. Let's see if it holds. Memory's running back. I would short, guys. The problem with shorting right now is that memory plays are bouncing back. MU is up to 11 somethings. SanDisk is back up to 2050s here. Yeah, spit some bars. My VWAP on the NASDAQ, I have 30,040 roughly. Right around 30,040.
Yeah, I'm never going to freestyle. I'd probably say something uncouth.
Let's see if this VWAP rejects it. I don't want to get talked into shorting. But I'm looking at a short.
I'll do it, John.
Yeah, pop lock. Yeah, that's right. That's what I hear in the song. I can see somebody over there doing it right now. All right, look, here's the VWAP projection here. Let's see if 30K props this up, though. Short it? Dude, I'm thinking about it. It's too late now. I wanted to short the VWAP. The only problem with shorting it is that 30,000 right here could prop us up. Like, there's 30K, right? So we could go to the VWAP, pull back to 30K, bounce back higher, and that's like a reasonable outcome, I think, here. Doesn't have to happen. We might just dump underneath the, 30K level and then fade, right? But I'm too worried about 30,000 propping us up to short. There's not enough meat on the move. If 30K does prop it up, there's not enough profit to make on a short right there. Now, maybe we get under 30K, then we can maybe start talking, and now we kind of are. But short would have worked, but too much risk, I think, of a big bounce at 30K. How are you not shorting from here? Because we're in a big upward trend on the day, and memory's been pumping up. I like to ride the trend, mostly. And I don't want to get stuck, like, with getting my markets just ripping up here. Also, guys, if you haven't checked out Tradeify, check them out, dude. Tradeify is absolutely great. They have what's called a select plan on Tradeify. So Tradeify has what's called a select plan, which basically lets you pick your path. It's a really good idea. They've got really cheap direct to funded accounts as well. If you look at it, the select daily payouts, flexible funded rules. So once you're funded, reasonable rules once you're funded. They have lightning funded, instant funding, 5-day payouts. You can get funded for $224 for a 25K account. If you want to pass it quickly, you can pass the growth accounts in 1 day. A lot of reasonable ways to follow it with Tradeify here. So if you want to check them out, I'll put the link up. Great way to help support the channel. You can get the max discount or whatever it is using coupon code BGT. Check it out here. Appreciate the love, guys. Thanks so much. Shameless plug again, I guess.
That was a great shameless plug, John.
Yeah, I go long if the trend justifies it. Also, Claude is apparently experiencing elevated error rates across multiple models as of today at 9:20 Eastern time. So Claude is struggling here. And look, we did go down some. We're kind of teetering back and forth between 30,000 and the NASDAQ right here. So let's see if we hold a bit. All right, so we're back under 30K. Back under 30,000. Wait till the market simmers down. We're so ragey right now, guys. I want to stream a long time, but
Nvidia falls below $5 trillion in market value.
Yeah, like I want to stream a long time here, but it's also one of those days where we're not really doing anything at this point in time. The last like 10 minutes have been kind of flat. Under 30K again. We'll see how long this takes, but I'm trying to find some good trades. I should have taken that short at the VWAP, guys. I should have done it. I was thinking about it. Bunch of scared logs up here. Now we're starting to dip. Where's the memory at? Memory's pulling back a little bit as well, short term. Stretch is supposed to be pretty close to pin to the $9,900 level, and apparently it is not. It's at 80s. If we get a retracement, I'll short again. Like if we get a move back up to 975, I'll short. Maybe a little greedy. There's 950s. 960s. All right, I'll short here. We've got a very big cushion on the day, so it's house money, but if we get up to 70s, I'll add some more and take a larger risk. Try to build up a larger cushion on the day. Ugh, just get my face ripped off here. We built up a cushion on the day, so we have the risk to justify it, but I don't really like this here. We'll give it a second.
It's the vaping. It's clouding your vision.
Might be clouded by, you know. Here, look. So we cut a piece of it right there. We're still very green. There we go. That's better. Okay. We got a little bit more down here. Now we're really nicely green on the day. There we go. I'll hold the rest pretty close to flat. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get out the rest. Another piece there. One more left. There we go. I'm gonna get out the rest there. So yeah, we're up like 400 or 500 right now. Short idea worked. Almost got faked out, but
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, though. So you know.
yeah, yeah. I've been watching Quantum all day, Nick. They were doing really good since the opening bell. They're kind of QBTS is flagging if I ever seen one, but doesn't mean it's gonna hold. Yeah, we're starting to pop back up. We're at 980s here. Spacex is almost completely flat on the day. Do y'all hear that? Yeah, sorry, I got contractors here working.
Yeah,
Someone getting a haircut. Can y'all hear that? Only when I'm speaking can y'all probably hear it.
I hear it from time to time, even when you're not talking.
That sound is bearish.
But it's definitely more prevalent when you're speaking.
Yeah, it's not a feedback, it's a drill. That's what it sounds like to me. Or a saw. Bob told you not to bother me when I'm vacuuming in my room. All right, guys, look, I'm probably going to get it out of here. We got people here. That sound is a recession indicator? Yeah. All right, guys, look, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Listen, if you haven't already, check out Apex. Guys, Apex still has $17 accounts, end-of-day drawdowns. You can get 5 accounts for $85. Great way to learn. Most day traders lose. Check them out. I'll put the link up one more time, and then I'm going to cut on out of here.
A great deal. You guys should take advantage of it.
Yeah. Again, we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. We're starting to get some rebounds, but man, look at that 30,000 level just rejecting here. I'm green on the day. I'm going to cut out of here while I'm as green as I am on the day. I think it's probably time to bow on out of here.
Bees.
Remember, guys, what code do you use? You use code BGT. Let me know what it stands for. It's definitely not beginner trading. BGT.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Bubba Gump trading. You know? Big goal today. Bad guy time. I don't know, whatever abbreviation you want to use. That's it, right there.
Buy gold traders.
Yeah, buy gold traders. That's right. Chef would like that. Chef would like that. But yeah, I'm getting out of here. We made money on the day. I'm gonna celebrate the win. Shorts looks like they're getting a little bit more control, so definitely better than yesterday's trading.
See y'all later, everybody.
Yeah, y'all have a great day. Later, chat.